Gravy, gang, gang, gang. Baby, pop the top and let it spread. As we're listening to Pastor Gravy. We're going fishing for your bitch today. We're drunk in Houston, baby. And we go ahead and lick and we'll get rich today. Rich, bitch.
Gravy, 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 gang! What is going on, everybody? Happy Gravy Day. It's Past the Gravy, episode 607 with Alex, Pat, and welcoming back Bobby the Hog Jokes Barbosa.
Hello.
Welcome back, buddy.
Hi. Did you guys miss me?
I did.
Very much so.
Yeah.
I did. It's different on Zoom now. We've gotten used to being in person again. So it's like, oh, fuck.
It was
Robert would be normally doing this thing here.
It felt strange at points, but
It
also
did.
strangely comforting at the same time. I hadn't been in that room in my house, and I think the last time I went in that room was like a month and a half ago.
It just sits vacant.
looking for something for like a cord that I couldn't find.
Don't you play Xbox in there?
No,
I thought that was your Xbox.
I
room.
did, but then like when it's hot outside, it's very warm in that room.
Yeah, it does have that sunlight that sometimes.
So
gets
like,
you.
like a month and a half ago, and then maybe like 3 months before that,
That's.
or whenever the last fucking virtual one we did was.
How many people have rooms in their house that they just don't go in? I think a lot of people do. If you have a guest room,
it happened to be that when we moved into this house, it had 4 rooms.
that's like a badass.
I was like,
move.
all right, well, one of them is my podcast room now. Sweet.
Yeah, that's what I've been in the market lately, and it's just like fucking 4 rooms. That's just a free room. I could work out in that room. Got
You
podcast room, right? But I'm gonna put my workout stuff here. I got a bench instead of it sitting in a closet that I'll pull out when I use. Like I'll just have it out to not use.
It'll be one of those things where you have like one dumbbell or 2 dumbbells. They're just sitting on the carpet in the corner, and it goes so long where you don't use them. When you finally do move them, it's like rust
Just
is like
dust is
stuck
all
on.
on-
You're
yeah.
like, fuck, babe, how do we get rust out of carpet?
Yeah,
Trying to get my
Yeah.
deposit back.
I had friends that had that in their garage when they moved. It was just like,
I had orange soda in college on the carpet. My last day in there, I spent like an hour scrubbing that bitch.
I just painted carpets. That's what you do. Give it a good old paint job.
Ooh, I never even thought about gray
you can
paint.
just roll it.
God
As
damn
long
it,
as-
that's fucking brilliant.
As long as it's one color. I mean, it's definitely not going to last, and they're going to find out, why is this carpet crunchy? But if you just take the picture, if it's just like a photo thing, you can get away with it for a second.
I'll remember that for next time.
And then when the new people come in, they're like, what the fuck? This carpet's painted. And you're like, no, it's not.
Like, I didn't do that. It must have been your maintenance workers.
Yeah, dude, look at the pictures.
Looks like your maintenance worker probably was drinking an orange soda while he was in this room and knocked it over
This
and then
is
just
a
tried to
classic-
paint over it.
Classic maintenance worker trying to frame the previous tenant.
Can't prove it was me.
You can't. You can't prove that you cut down somebody's wind chimes. Can't prove that without a camera. That's what I know. Not from experience or anything like that.
I'm going to laugh when in like 4 weeks you just get like, you're being served.
I'll be gone in 4 weeks, buddy.
You say that.
I'll be gone. I'm locked in.
Ooh.
Locked in, buddy. I got a house. Houses, early comeback kid houses.
When can I come poop there? I got to break it in, Chris in
2
the
weeks.
place. Ooh.
2 weeks. Moving next Friday. Saturday. Next Friday.
Well, all right.
Yeah.
Well,
Got that out of the way.
I'm not going to plan a party. I'm just going to show up at your house one day and be like, fucking housewarming, dude.
You had to do that Little M ad that you panicked during.
Did you enjoy that
It
listening
was
back
worth
to it?
it. Yeah, but it was worth it now because that phone call made sense. That phone call could have meant nothing.
I ran out of gas so quickly and tried to stretch it and then just gave up. I was like, we'll cut this
It
later.
wasn't even that long of a phone call. It was like a 2-minute phone call. Pat just was treading water. It was nope.
I
Nope.
was so unprepared for it. The funny thing is every time I do have to read that, it's always little M. Never once have I been prepared, even when told beforehand that I was
That's the only one that doesn't really have a script, but you just kind of look at it and you're like, all right,
You would
order
think
these things.
I've done it before. You'd think I'd
on
remember what I
hundreds of
said before.
episodes.
No. I'm like Ron Burgundy, dude. You got to put it on the
Yeah.
teleprompter and
Yeah,
script it
that
out
was-
for me.
That was on me.
I should have ended it with a go fuck yourself, San Diego.
That was on me. LittleMShop.com, Past the Gravy, or
Ooh, that'd
PTG69 for 10%.
Get yourself a keychain that says "Go fuck yourself, San Diego."
Go get it. Go get it right now. Custom keychains available at littlemshop.com. Robert, would you do last week? Did you miss us?
Yeah, it felt a little odd just how long we had gone without talking. So I
Yeah.
did feel a little odd.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't know the meaningless things in their lives. What are they up to?
Yeah, but always listening back in the edit, it is funny because I did listen to you just running out of gas during that ad.
Very fast.
Very quickly. Well, just because, like, also, like I said, I wasn't ready. The phone call just happened to happen right then, and I was
Yeah.
like,
I mean, I did tell her, hey, I'm going to be busy in a meeting on a call for a couple hours, so don't call after 3. And she called right after 3. And I was like, I don't think she understands it.
Next time, I'm just going to literally read the website. I'm going to be like,
Yeah.
this is $24.99 after tax.
English is not her first language, and she was definitely doing a lot of translating. But I was like, let's just get it done. Let's get it done. Cool lady, though. Got me a fucking house. That's what's up.
Fuck yeah.
That's what's up, dude. No downside. Definitely not going to be a downside. It's going to be great. We're not going to have bad neighbors. Not going to have anything. Just wishing that. Just wishing that out of the world. What did I have? I tweeted this out this weekend, but does anybody else feel like it's been a down year for the Girl Scouts?
I feel like they haven't been out like normal.
Right? I've seen them at like one grocery store, and I will buy it. Like, yes, I'm going to buy it if like Morgan at work has a fucking kid with Girl Scout cookies. I'm obviously going to buy a bunch of boxes. But like, I want to buy them in the wild, and I'm not going to buy it if your mom's selling them. I'm going to buy it if you're selling them. But like, I feel like they're slacking, and a lot of people, not me, but a lot of people are saying the Girl Scouts are washed, that they're past their prime. What are your thoughts?
It could be. I mean, I haven't been thinking about it as much because now my boss's daughters are now in the Scouts, so I've had all of my cookies delivered to me this year. But also, after your 4th box of Thin Mints, you're kind of like, oh, burned out on this. So maybe I just haven't been looking for them as much.
Yeah.
But it used to be like it was every Walgreens, every grocery store, like every corner store.
You'd see them 3-4 times a day if you went out.
And now I think that's what it is they just get all their parents to sell it to their coworkers.
Which
so they
is
don't have
like,
to fucking go do
it's
it.
working, but like, I want you out on the grind, you know? I want to see you out there hustling, working, being a future person in this world, not just somebody that lets mommy and daddy sell all their cookies.
Don't get me wrong. I totally would have had my parents sell all my cookies. If it was me.
Same.
I was very lazy. My mom did most of my school projects anyway because I was the baby. And if you just procrastinate long enough as the youngest child, your parents will do everything for you.
But as, like, see, you guys probably don't understand this because, like, I'm a father. Like, so as, like, a father, as, like, a girl dad, #girl dad, like, I am absolutely going to come on this podcast and be like, who wants to buy Girl Scout cookies? But I'm also going to be like, oh, get your ass out in the fucking store and sell. Let's sell some fucking cookies. Let's go.
That would be great if Rod got his daughter in the Scouts and then just started selling them over the air.
Like, you just set a record for
This
whatever
guy
you need.
sold 14 million boxes this year.
Yeah. They got to put it. I know that there used to be like a thing. It was like frowned upon to try and do that because like bosses, I think, couldn't do it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're not just going to allow you to run airtime for a company that doesn't pay for it over the radio.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Ooh, hold on. I think I found a loophole for you though. Open phones Fridays. Could you just like run outside the room real quick and call into the radio station?
Yeah, you definitely could.
Hi, this is Alex from Houston.
There's no rules that you can't do it on a podcast. So I'd be like, hey,
Well, definitely
Girl
here.
Scout cookies. My girl, she's got some. But yeah, I think it's a down year for Girl Scouts. They're washed and they're past their prime. A lot of people are saying that now that the Scouts have incorporated women, that all the good women or girls are going from Girl Scouts to the Scouts. And now Girl Scouts are kind of just a thing of the past and they're not what they used to be.
I think that's tracking.
Oh, how the mighty are fallen.
Yeah, like if you asked someone 20 years ago what's better, Girl Scouts or Boy Scouts, people would have always said Girl Scouts because of the cookies. But now, well, they also got some bad press right before cookie season started. There was people saying like all their cookies are filled with horrible chemicals, which I'm sure they are.
They're cookies.
You're buying $5 boxes of fucking $6 now. But
thanks a lot, Obama.
fucking inflation, man. Eggs are down, but cookies are up, and that's what really matters.
That's what's interesting. Trump didn't say he was going to bring the price of cookies down.
He didn't, so that's not a broken promise.
He should have. Should have, though. I would have, at least.
Cookie Monster would have. That would have been his
That's really
platform.
who would have been in charge of that. He should have put him in part of the
Secretary of the Interior.
Department of Cookie Efficiency, the Dochi.
Dose.
Dose. Yeah, it sounds like something Trump would do.
Is Cookie Monster Latin? He could be.
Los Cookie Monster. Los Cookie Monstero. Did I nail that?
Yeah, real
Robert?
close to being racist.
No, I'm saying Spanish.
No, I was just saying we're getting, because if we
But we're
keep going,
not.
eventually,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
You're in the
cross the
we're
line.
going in that direction. Okay, well let's move on. I was reading a story about this guy that got in trouble for loitering, and it said like a police officer that was monitoring the parking lot arrested this kid that was up to sketchy shit for, I can't remember what he was doing. He was doing something bad, but it was loitering was what the charge was. And I was like, I don't think police should be allowed to get people in trouble for loitering, because if you think about it, police loiter more than anyone ever. How many times are you just in a parking lot and you're like, why is there a cop car there? What are you doing? And they're like, I know they're working and they're like on call and stuff, but it's like, you loiter more than any motherfucker in the world. Like, can I go over and be like, hey, no loitering. Get out of here. What are you doing?
I don't think you should be able to like get somebody for loitering if it's not on private property. Like,
I got a church
like it's public property.
I walk my dog by a church all the time and there's always like cops there. And I'm not saying they're not the security, but like I need to start being like,
The random cop car was the worst in high school.
what are you doing here, sir? Sir, can I ask what you're up to? Well, I'm a cop. Yeah, it's private property. Private property. There's no loitering.
If you're not a game warden, you need to get off my
You
property.
skateboarding? You skateboarding? Is that what you're about to do? You waiting for me to walk away so you can skateboard? No. Not in this church. Not in this parking lot, pal. Yeah, in high school, though, and like I get it. Like it makes sense because they like try to make sure that no nuisance happens.
Yeah, like I mean,
But-
so many times that we would drive around just try and find a park, like a little park that you could just crack some beers open in. You're driving by and there's fucking random cop car in the parking lot. You're like, this is bullshit.
Yeah.
But as an adult, I appreciate it. I'm like, yeah, keep those fucking criminals out of this area.
I do too, but it is like seeing that, like the logic was like, but cops do loiter more than anyone, statistically. Like a lot of your jobs,
Without a doubt.
like when you're fucking flagging people down for speeding, what are you doing? You're loitering on the highway. You're pulling over and you're just like, too fast. Let's pull this guy over. Like that's just you hanging out. Like that's loitering. Is that not loitering? Yes, you're working, but your work is loitering. A lot of it is loitering.
I was gonna say, could you call it? Is it loitering if it's in a car? But I bet you they've definitely gotten people for loitering.
I just
in
park
cars
my
before.
car in a place. It's like you can say it's illegally parked there. You don't have a permit or whatever, but like they'd be like, get out of here. You can't make out in cars. I remember in high school, like that shit. Like there's like, oh hey,
I thought that was a curfew thing.
that probably was, but that's kind of like loitering. You're loitering
was
past
this
curfew.
Footloose? Can't let underage kids be making out in cars anymore. Thought this was America.
You can't put baby in the corner anymore.
You ever do that? Just like put your daughter in the corner and then tap your wife and be like, hey, check it out. Baby's in the corner.
Well, now we have cords in the corner, and that's her favorite thing to do is pull electrical cords. So no, all the corners have cords in them.
Every corner. You don't have a
That's
cordless
where
corner?
that's where all the plugs are. Corners
In
are-
every corner?
pretty much.
Well, you know what? Maybe in your new house, you can designate a cordless corner for your child to make
She's
this
gonna get a
stupid
room,
joke
and I'm
for
gonna
me.
buy all those little plastic things to like put in the. Like, we don't even need plugs in your room, all right, kid? You're gonna have fucking candlelight. That's it.
I'm going to raise my daughter
Open
like
flames.
it's 1834.
I was playing. This could have been not cool, but I was playing Xbox the other day, and my wife was eating, so I was like, "Yeah, I'll watch her." And she was sitting on a little couch with me, and I was playing the game, talking to my friend, and she just yanked the cord out of the headset, just all the way out, not like where it broke. It just the cord was in her hand at that point. I was like, "What the fuck?" Okay, so I had to spend like $50, $52 on a new headset. But that's just life now.
Oh, it wasn't a like detachable cord.
No, it was like that cord does not work anymore.
Sorry, guys. No comms the rest of the night.
Well, I just
My,
texted. I was like, because I was like, "El, don't pull that." Ha ha ha. And then I texted my friend. I was like, "Yeah, she yanked it out. Sorry, guys. I'll be back tomorrow." And I had to go. I was like, "I'll go to Target or whatever," but I got it.
I'd be
Just
more
overnight.
terrified of just when she starts crawling and you're going to be sitting there not paying full attention. And then all of a sudden the Xbox turns off and you look down and she's just sitting there tapping the button.
No, she doesn't crawl in that room. That's the room. We don't crawl in there. That's where like the TV and all the cords are.
I'm
all
saying
over
once
the
she
place.
starts walking and everything, dude, at some point,
Yeah.
it's going to happen.
She's fast though.
Little kids are very fast.
She's so fast.
You got to think about it. They're so light. There's not a lot of mass for them to get going, so they're full acceleration right away.
And it used to like she's been crawling for like 2 weeks now, but like she went from like, all right, I can put her on this mat and then I can see it from the kitchen while I'm cooking. So let me go cook dinner real fast. And now it's like, holy fuck, how'd you get here? What are you doing in the dog bowl? Get out of the dog bowl.
It's like, Wheezy, you're in charge of watching her now.
Wheezy's a little standoffish because she pulls hair. Wheezy's got long hair.
Have you done the balloon trick yet?
Yeah, oh, like where you just put the balloon on him, so
Yeah.
So you can see him.
So you can see the balloon if she's
Oh
crawling
no, the
around
balloon
apartment.
usually occupies her. Like ever since she was a kid.
No,
she
I
put it
meant
on
tie
the-
a balloon to your kid.
Well, I have eyes on her at all times, but
Apparently not. You just said she walked into the kitchen next to you.
well, but like you'll see her right there, and then you're like, how did you get? Like it was 2 seconds ago. You're fast.
They're fucking little lightning bolts.
Yeah, she's pretty great though. Pretty cool. Like I feel like I have a buddy now. Like after she's like almost 9 months, but after like, I'll shut up about my kid. I'm sorry, but like it's like they're just a little blob for so much in the beginning, and now it's like, oh, dude, like I do the pound it, and she's pretty close at like she sometimes doesn't like pound like put the hand all the way close, but she knows like touch dad's hand, and I go kills every time, dude. Kills every time. I'm a fucking comedian, dude.
He's gonna get a call when she's in like kindergarten, and it's gonna be like, yeah, another kid walked in a Cowboys jersey, and L punched him in the face and said, "You suck."
We're not going to teach violence in our house. We're not a violent household, but we will teach
Humans
that
are naturally
some people
violent.
we need to just stay away from. And they're Cowboys fans.
Sure.
Except for her grandfather, who's a Cowboys fan, so we'll have to get used to that part.
You're like, what do you not like? And she's gonna be like, I hate the fucking birds.
Yep. I'd be fine with that. What did she say? Your daughter cursed
She cussed.
today?
Yeah, but was it funny?
What'd she say? Can you quote what she said? I hate the fucking birds. They'd be like, I have no... Yeah, sure, we're going to ground the hell out of her when she gets home. I'm like,
No, we
yeah.
teach that in our home.
hell yeah. Let's go.
Fuck you, birds.
Teach her about the little filla. It means love Adolf. Say it loves Adolf. Tell her, teach that to like her kindergarten teacher. Like your daughter was preaching about Hitler, saying the city of Philadelphia is a pro-Hitler city. I'm like,
She's not a big fan of the
is
H-Man.
she wrong? Can you prove her wrong?
Some kid brought Philadelphia cream cheese and she threw it against the wall.
We do that in this house. That's how we run this house.
Hell of an arm, doesn't she?
Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah. All right. I'm sorry about talking about my kid, but cops do loiter more than anybody, and I think it's a little sus that like they get to like pull people over and arrest people for loitering.
Yeah, I will never understand that law. It doesn't make sense. Like, I understand if you're like, I don't want people standing outside my business. Okay.
No, I absolutely
I get it, but
understand
like that's a
that.
public fucking sidewalk in front of
No,
your
but like,
business.
how many times do you go to a gas station and it's like, God damn it, I don't want to go in this gas station. There's like 6 people just fucking chilling outside of a gas station. Like, what are y'all doing? It's 9 o'clock at night, and it's just
These
like
16-year-olds are gonna.
they got
ask
their
me to be
scratch
there.
offs. They're just fucking hanging out. Like, it's a bunch of hoodlums. And it's like, that's what a bunch of kids look like when they're just hanging out. When we would go to Sonic and underage drink, we look like a bunch of hoodlums just hanging out. Hey, I don't want 27 underage kids probably drinking in my parking lot. Can you do something with that? And the cop would be like, yeah, I gotcha. And then they were like, well, we can't really get them for anything, but we can watch. And somebody would always be drunk and fight. And then that's when they would disperse.
Mm-hmm. See, I was smart. Just get your Route 44 and fill it up with booze, man.
That's what
chill
I would
about
do
it.
too. But like, I was also
Hey, I'm a paying customer.
I was also pretty smart. I was not that big of a guy, and I knew to not start fights. So
I'm a happy drunk. I'm not a fighter.
I could get angry, but I knew like, don't get angry unless you got help, and then don't do it in public because then you get in trouble.
I mean, talking about cops though, it brings me up to something I ran across on my way over here.
Yeah, let's go off on cops.
I had to stop by the bank for the restaurant on the way here. And as I pull up, there was a woman, they were handcuffing her and arresting her right outside
Bank
the bank.
robber.
I was kind of assuming like just like
Loitering.
trying to write bad checks or something, or cash bad checks or some shit like that. Could I have just asked the cops right there? Be like, hey, what'd she do? Like, are you allowed to ask cops in the middle of an arrest what's going on?
I think you are allowed, but they can tell you to leave me alone.
Like, I don't want to, like, I'm not meaning like you go, hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? And like filming them. I'm just like genuinely curious because I'm going to talk about this with friends later.
Hey, yeah.
What's going on here?
What's going on?
I just because I like,
What's up? I did that with
I'm nosy.
firefighters the other day. It was before work, and I was walking the dog like at like 4, and there was a fire truck out, and they had the ambulance there, and I saw one of the fire they had to like open our gate and stuff, so one of the guys was just kind of hanging out, and I was like, "What's going on?" And he was like, "It looks like it's an elderly alert or something like that. It was some old lady was having some issues, and he was like, so we had to take her to the hospital." And I was like, "Oh, okay." So like that was me just like, "What's going on?" Like
That's a what's going on though.
but also
of,
like I did take my dog out too. That's the cool part about having a dog is like you can kind of investigate without looking like you're just being nosy. Like I'm taking my dog out. Like I have to walk my dog for work, so like it's not me being just like, what's happening? I'm just hanging out, standing here.
I didn't even make eye contact on the way in. When it was 3 cops, 1 lady. I was honestly in my head. I was like, if I look over and she sees me looking at her being arrested, I feel like she's gonna spit on me or something.
Or think you called on her.
But I want to know.
Take her downtown, boys. I like to do that.
Like I'm gonna be looking up the fucking Hedwig Village Police Department later if they post updates throughout the day. I'm looking. I want to know what happened. I'm invested in being nosy in this, and I don't know why.
Robert Feline would be Owltown for Hedwig Village.
Yeah, but nobody knows. I don't even know why I said that. Because nobody, unless you live in Memorial, you have no idea what the fuck.
Well, that is your thing. You do like to say very specific references that only like certain people get. Like you like bringing up people in high school that like if you didn't go to high school, you have no idea that.
But usually when I bring up areas, I'm like Katy, Baytown, not like
we want to be not
subsets
just
of neighborhoods
a Houston
inside
podcast.
of. We're mostly though.
We're an international podcast. I don't know if you saw Danielle
That's
Weston
true.
went to Rome right in front of the Coliseum on our Gravy Day post.
I don't know any
Worldwide,
neighborhoods in
baby. I mean, you know other places in Italy, Sicily,
Vatican.
Vatican. That's its own country, actually.
It is, but it's in
It's
Italy
in
geographically.
Italy.
It's in Rome.
Salerno. I'm trying to just name Italian
Mussolini.
soccer team. Nope.
There's
Pompeii.
probably a Mussolini Street somewhere in there.
Pompeii. That was one.
Boot Town.
R.I.P.
That's the capital, I think.
Pisa.
Shit, he's way better at this than I am.
I'm
I'm starting to find out I apparently don't know shit about Italy.
Milan. Flamenco.
Milan is in there. But see, he's cheating. He watches dumbass Italian soccer.
What's the one on the canals? Venice.
Venice, damn it.
Fucking crushing it, dude.
This is honestly,
Fucking crushing it.
I'm going to have to notes app this later. This is a fucking embarrassment.
Yeah, notes app it and then list 5 places in Italy that you just learned about.
This is like when Bama kicked the dog shit out of Notre Dame in the national championship game. It's like, dude, you're running up the score. Stop.
Sorry, dude. I just know Italian history. I told you, I went down that Roman Empire thing.
You
You
are
learn a
looking
lot.
greasy.
Whoa, buddy. Whoa, too much. I showered today. All right. First time this week. I've been off. I haven't gone to work.
He's such a dad now.
It's been great.
It's like when my dad had the pool. You could ask him, when's the last time you showered? He might go, weeks. But you're like, yeah, but I saw you yesterday literally shampooing your hair in the pool.
Chlorine
It's like, this
kills.
water's already here. It's getting circulated.
Yeah.
Why the fuck not use it?
I'm paying for it. Hell.
It's such a dad move, though. Like, I'm not wasting water on a shower. Got a whole tub of water out in the backyard.
I do shower most days, but it's like when you don't have work, you're like, all right.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm not judging. I can't tell you
I'm
the
not
last.
going to shower today.
Honestly, don't know the last time I showered on the weekend.
I did shower yesterday. I had to go to the doctor.
I haven't gone anywhere in like 4 fucking months on the weekend. So it's like,
I went to the doctor yesterday following up on my blood work from before. So I've now been to the doctor 2 times in the last 3 weeks, and that is 2 times more than you have been in like the last decade.
2 times the doctor? Does that make you a multimillionaire?
I'm not going to pay that stuff. That's where you're wrong, buddy.
Medical debt doesn't affect your credit score. I don't think that's true anymore.
I think that is. They're working on that, right?
What any cholesterol updates?
Cheerios every day, buddy. Cheerios every day. Also,
That's not a cholesterol update. That's not what he asked.
That's part. I don't know if you know that Cheerios are good for your cholesterol.
It's like, hey, what'd you have for breakfast? Well, my cholesterol's down.
So,
Just answering
Cheerios.
questions we didn't
If
fucking
you
ask.
eat Cheerios for breakfast, your cholesterol has to go down. The bee taught me that.
And did it?
Well, I also learned that I wasn't
When you
fasting.
start out with well, it doesn't.
I also learned that I wasn't fasting the first time I did blood, and you're supposed to do like fast before you go in for blood work. And I was like, well, I didn't know I was doing blood work that day. So that's on you for not telling me.
Cholesterol dropped 50 points. It's not possible.
Turns out, yeah, you had a bunch of fucking food in your system that fucked it up.
I did eat lard for breakfast that morning, so that makes sense.
I just ate cholesterol. That's all it was.
I was trying to think of a cholesterol food, but I don't know shit.
Just
That's why I just said
cholesterol.
lard.
How long are you supposed to be fasting for?
Like
Just
you're
a couple
supposed to just have
hours?
like water until you go in
Like 24-hour thing, or
that day.
It's just
Like,
that day,
so it's
yeah.
like from like midnight. Don't eat. I don't know. That's what they told me. So I did that. We're gonna see. We'll see, dude. It's fine. It's fine. Anyways, what else did anybody have for Precome segment? I feel like I've just taken this off the rails here. I miss
No,
Robert.
I
didn't know what to do. You know.
I don't. I just wanted to find out if there's a statute of limitation on time after the cuffs get slapped on, whether you're allowed to ask cops. what
You're
they're
always
doing.
allowed. They don't have to ever answer you. And they can tell you like shut the fuck up. But like I mean I do watch a lot of cop videos, like cop body cam videos on TikTok that go nowhere. And sometimes there's like, please step away, hey, step away, please. But
What if-
like
what
I
if
think
that's
you can be
our-
like, what's happening?
What if that's our PICS punishment next year? Is you have to try and grab a cop's gun.
Not it.
Hey, officer! I just want.
I love those.
They're like 5 cops are chasing you, and you're like, I lost a bet.
I love those
don't
videos
care.
where it's like the cop, me giving the cop my ID, and it's just you pulling your phone out, like pulling everything out of your pocket like a gun.
I would not do that.
Me either. So that's we should make that mock draft punishment, huh?
Yeah, mock draft punishment.
So you either have to maintain chickens or you have to try and grab a cop's gun.
I think we get rid of the chickens. It's just cop gun.
I like the option. It's either gonna cost me hundreds of dollars and a lot of time, or I might
Hundreds of
die.
thousands of dollars in jail time.
I'm gonna lose my job
Or die.
and this
Or
is
die.
it. Yeah, this too.
So it could end up being a win. Did you have anything else, Robert? Or are you ready to move on?
Yeah, have you guys? No.
He's been ready to move on for weeks.
He's like, fuck, I didn't know there was going to be options on that one.
God damn it.
That's the only time you ever give me that option. So Monday, I went to go see a movie in 4DX, which is basically those chairs that move around.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my first time ever seeing a movie like that.
What movie?
Novocaine. It's a movie with Jack Quaid. Basically, he can't feel anything.
Randy Quaid's brother?
Son.
Oh.
I think it's
Yeah.
Dennis Quaid's son.
Or well, yeah, one of the Quaids.
Dennis
his son.
Quaid's son, not the crazy
Okay.
one. You've seen him. He's he's Huey
What's his
from
name?
The Boys.
The Boys. Jack Quaid.
You've seen him. Either way, continue.
Yeah, he can't feel pain, and so like they were really pushing it for 4DX because he can't feel pain, so you're gonna feel like the punches and stuff because it's like an action comedy,
Yeah.
and it's very gory.
That's why you're bruised.
Yeah, and that experience was like 5 out of 5. The whole thing, like at the very beginning when they do like a preview of like, oh, you're in a 4DX chair, so this is what it can do, and they play like whatever buildings falling, you like travel through the whatever, and the chairs are moving. It's like a roller coaster. You're just like
they
still.
move like a roller coaster though? Like it is like the
Yeah,
like,
like,
oh shit.
they will move. You know, you're not physically moving like to a different row. You
Right.
stay in your same row, but yeah, you are being tilted and rocked back and forth, and then like in the backrest, the back of the chair, you feel like punches,
Oh damn.
and then the seat in front of you, it has like water nozzles, so if you can choose to turn it on or off, and when there's blood or water, it will spray at you.
It's awesome.
It was a really fun experience. It was really
How much
cool.
spray is it? Is it like where it's like a mist?
It's like a
or-
mist.
Not like, oh, now I'm wet.
Yeah. You're
Okay.
not gonna be going home and you're like drenched. You need to change your clothes.
That'd be funny.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's a mist.
Like if you were watching Master and Commander and the sea spray is coming over the edge of the
That's
boat.
pretty sick.
Yeah, you'd get a little.
How much were tickets to this? Like how much are tickets in this theater?
I got it. Like a press screener. So
Bobby Big Time over here.
Oh, Mr. Press Screener Boy.
I don't know how much they'd be. I think I've
He's
seen
with
some.
the press.
I mean, I'm guessing it's probably like $20.
I think like
something.
$20.
Like
yeah.
nothing crazy.
Yeah, I think I've seen
Seems like
some
it'd be more.
Cinemark for like $20.
That would be funny if SNL steals this sketch. This should be a funny SNL sketch, but like just like you're on a first date with some girl and you don't realize it's those. It gets those seats and you're like trying to put your arm over, trying to like pull, like try to get a little action, and it's like, whoa, shit! oh shit, I got punched in the back, and she thinks you're doing it.
Or better yet, you walk in, but you walk into the wrong theater, and all of a sudden a porno starts playing, and you're like, I don't like this.
That's pretty crazy, though. I think Twisters was
Yeah.
like the first I heard
That
of
would've been
those
a good one.
theaters. But yeah, I guess that's pretty awesome to use.
That's
It.
really cool. Yeah, and on the sides they have big fans, so if there's wind or whatever, I'm sure that during Twisters
Oh,
that
I
was probably
bet.
going. You probably feel the wind inside.
It'd be funny if you couldn't like hear what was going on. Yeah. What are they saying?
Hey, I wish you guys had warned me beforehand that the wind was going to blow my fucking popcorn away.
Oh, that would be yeah. Was your popcorn okay?
I don't really like popcorn.
I was going to say there's no way he's a
Yeah.
popcorn
No.
If you go to a screener though, that is weird to get snacks at a screener because do you have to turn your phone in?
No, not enough of this one.
Have you had to go to those where you had to put your phone in because you're like, I'm not gonna get snacks if I don't have my phone? Like,
I don't think.
not
so.
that
I think
not
it's
that
only
they
the
have to
second
go.
one. The only second screen I've ever been to. And I don't think so.
Cole that used to be on this podcast would take me to screeners sometimes. There was Chris Pratt, and Jennifer Lawrence, and they were in like space, and that was Passengers. I think was the name. Of
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
And I remember going to see that, and they were so mean about your phone. They're like, "Did you put your phone away?" I was like, "I don't have my phone." And we were like scanning. Like, "You got your phone away?" I was like, "Yeah, I put it in a bag. It's in a bag out there. What do you want me to do?" I had my watch, and my watch dinged once, and I was like, "Fuck." My watch has been on silent ever since then. It was just like a bing, or like when an ESPN update comes in, where it's like, "That's not annoying. That didn't bother anybody." But they were like, "Oh no."
No, dude, you can't have noise in a movie theater.
No, I get it.
Completely takes
I get
it
it. I hand up. I fixed it. It's never been on again. But it wasn't like something that was like, what the fuck? No one was startled by it, but they were really mean about it. And Cole would always take it, like his pen and paper, and like take notes.
Fucking nerd.
He was literally like paid to do it.
I know.
But yeah, I made fun of him for it too.
It's your job as a guy to make fun of your friends any opportunity they give you.
Yeah, that's why you're friends with them.
Yeah.
I think this was like the perfect movie, like the first time doing the 40X because it's not a movie that's like gonna win an Oscar. It's just silly, funny like action comedy. Kind of think like Rush Hour, but with more blood.
They need to have more movies that are just in that category where it's
Yeah.
like, look, dude, this isn't an Oscar. We don't need awards for this, but like, just have fun.
Well, I mean, we've got them for a while. Like, there's all the John Wicks, and then
Fast
the
and
one that
Furious
this
should have been
one-
Fast
doing
and
this for
Furious.
years.
They have been.
Oh,
They
really?
I know at least the most recent one they did it for. I have no interest in Fast and Furious, but I was really curious to watch that movie in 40X, and I never got to it.
Did you ever see
Drift in that bitch?
Nobody? It was the one that stars the guy from Better Call Saul, and he's like a
Bob Odenkirk?
Yeah, he's like a family guy or whatever. Not
It's
family
like
guy. Family
Taken,
Man.
but
Peter
Yeah.
Griffin?
But it's like, yeah, he's like a former CIA guy.
it's like
He's
Taken
going-
with him.
Yeah, Taken mixed with John Wick. That's what this one kind of reminded me.
Yeah,
of,
yeah.
that style of Nobody. When I saw the previews,
I think you're thinking of the Bob Dylan movie.
that's it. Yes, a complete stranger.
Nobody. Robert Phelan, Nobody.
I know.
It was a really fun experience. I couldn't help but like there was certain parts like where they were in a car chase and the car flips over, and so you're really moving at that point. You're really moving, and I'm just like laughing the whole time because of that. And I'd really recommend it if you can see this movie in 40X.
Unless you have to shit,
Yeah,
because that just seemed like there's definitely going to be poo on one of those chairs at some point.
Oh yeah.
You'd be like, "Oh my god, this is tossing my stomach." This was a bad
That's
choice.
just part of the show.
it takes a while to kick in because the movie starts. It's all slow. There's no movement or thing, and then randomly there's like a punch or a kick or something, and it's at the back of your seat. And Sam was with me, and she thought that someone had kicked the chair behind her, so she like started to turn around and like had like an angry face, like she's about to go off on someone, and she's like, "Oh wait, that was the chair kicking me." That was part of it. No one kicked her. It was a part of it.
Were there any sex scenes?
There is
Like was like a bed rocking back and forth?
no, not that. No,
That'd be crazy.
yeah. I fully expected there to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like in like 50 years, it's going to be those seats in porno theaters. I'm telling you.
50 Shades of Black or Gray or whatever it was. 50 Shades of Gray.
Well, if it's a full-on porn movie, it's probably 50 Shades of Black.
That's true. If it's full on. It was full on. All right. Let's move on. Let's move on to the Comeback Kid segment where you know what? I was like, we're a little light on Comeback Kid stuff, but I think this took care of a lot of filler time right there, didn't it? I appreciate you if you're still hanging out with us. Can you guys tell I've gotten some sleep this week? I feel like I've been chattier than usual. Our Comeback Kid segment is brought to you by the Pass the Gravy merch store. I don't know if you guys noticed, I'm wearing my St. Patty's Day hat right now. You can get that at passthegravymerch.com. Go and rush ship because you only got 5 days till St. Patty's Day. So as you're listening to this right now, go do the rush shipping to get your stuff in there. You'll probably get it in just in time. And if not, you know what? You're ready for next year. And then just be like, it's St. Patty's Day somewhere. Just like it's April Fool's Day somewhere. You're good. I wish I was listening to Pass the Gravy podcast. Those shirts available. The white Pass the Gravy St. Patty's Day dad hats. I got that on the April Fool's Somewhere hats. The Pass the Gravy just regular logo shirt that Daniel Weston was wearing to the Coliseum. Pretty sick shirt. If you want to go get that, the PTG Icy shirt, PTG regular dad hat. We got the shorts. It is shorts season. I'm wearing shorts right now. Robert's wearing shorts right now. And then you can get the PTG tie-dye hats, the sticker sheets that go great on your computer, on your car, wherever you put stickers, and then the PTG Wolfpack shirts. The Join the Gravy Gang. The revolution will not be televised. It'll be podcast, and you can show everybody that with the PTG Wolfpack shirt when you join the pack. They also got stickers of that as well at PassTheGravyMerch.com. If you're wearing your Pass the Gravy gear, put it on. Do something cool in it and send us a picture of you doing that. We'll put you on the Gravy Day post that we put out every Wednesday to get people psyched for the podcast. It's really cool to feature you guys on all that stuff. So start sending us that stuff at PassGravyPod on X, and then we'll accumulate enough of those, throw them out on the Gravy Day post. It's really cool to see you guys repping the pod. And again, we don't ever put our stuff behind a paywall. This is just an easy way for you to be like, hey, I love the pod, and then I also get cool merch for it too. Let me help the boys keep the lights on, keep paying the web hosting fees, keep Robert wanting to hang out with him. We have to pay him to hang out with us. He doesn't really want to hang out. He's too busy doing 40X movies and stuff like that. He would rather be anywhere else. But keep Robert around. PassTheGravyMerch.com. PassTheGravyMerch.com. The official merch store of Pass the Gravy Podcast and the official sponsor of the Comeback Kids segment. It's the Comeback Kid. The Comeback Kid of the week. The Comeback Kid of the week. Bitch. Our first comeback kid this week is free agency because the NFL free agency period kicked off. First off, X was down and not a great look, Elon. Maybe the worst look Elon's ever had. And I mean,
probably the worst day.
He's done some stuff that you could say was a bad look. Would you say the salute or X being down on the start of NFL free agency?
X being down.
Again,
it's the one day you can't do it.
Right? Like, I'm not saying the salute's cool, but like, I am saying that like NFL free agency start, like that's when I'm on X more than I'm ever going to be on X.
I mean, all day long.
Not justifying it. They're both wrong.
I mean,
both very wrong. But I was maddest about this because like I can just not watch a video.
I can show
I
you
can't
right
not
now.
look at X on free agency day.
Recent searches right there at the top. Adam Schefter. That's all I've been checking for the last 3 or 4 days. But especially that first day, like you cannot have it.
But what sucks about that is like whenever Instagram's down or Facebook's down, what's the first thing you do? You go
to the other one.
You go to Twitter and you're like, is Instagram down? And then everybody's like, what the fuck? Is everybody coming here because Instagram's down? You're like, okay, cool. Where do you go when X is down? Like, is Twitter down? Is X down? I just Googled it and somebody was like, X outage reported. And I was like, cool.
Blue
Not
sky.
just me. Well, I was trying to post a very cute picture of my daughter to threaten West Ham to win. And I was like, how dare them let that? Like, they better not let her down. She was wearing a West Ham jersey and was holding a soccer ball, and then they still lost. So fuck them. I blame X on them losing because if I had showed West Ham enough, they might have been like, hey, boys, look at this kid.
Hi, mates. It's a little kid in America.
Look at this little one. We don't want to let her down, this little lass right here. We don't want to let her down.
Need to rally for the lass.
All right, boys. Go out there and kick it around for the little lass over there in the States.
Yours goes in and out of being okay and then just back to bad. Mine's just bad.
Uh-oh, isn't it?
Yeah, it was driving me nuts. All I wanted was updates. I'm trying to see. Of course, it didn't matter because the Packers haven't signed fucking shit.
They have, too.
They have,
people
but like
that I've heard of sometimes.
But
that's also fun is just being like Javon Holland, Giants signed him, and I'm like, oh yeah, I don't know who that guy is. I remember him.
Oh, yeah, I remember seeing his name 6 years ago when he was at Oklahoma State. Did not know he was still in the league.
Giants signed Stone Forsythe as the offensive lineman.
Great name.
You think you're gonna move a guy named Stone?
No.
Nope. Stone Forsythe. literally is like what David used to kill Goliath. If you think about it. Stone Killer is what he is.
Ooh.
That's his name.
Stone
Translates to Stone Killer. Stone Cold Steve Austin is pretty much who we hired. We just signed that guy. So, pretty great. We're set. You don't need quarterbacks.
I was going to say, who's throwing the ball for you next year?
Probably a rookie or Aaron Rodgers. I was hoping that Aaron Rodgers would sign by now, either the Giants or the Steelers, but he hasn't.
Like in my head,
Probably tripping balls right now.
I want him to go to the Steelers just because I think there's better chance for success there.
You don't want me to be happy?
He's funny. On the other hand,
look at this.
I want you to get to experience the joy that I experienced for so many years. Oh my God. He
that.
looks good in blue.
Robert, look at that.
He looks
That
real
blue.
good in blue.
That blue pops. That was AI.
With that
was
mustache, that blue fucks.
blue
dude.
pops. I'm just saying.
I think
also,
he's gonna
it
be
would
okay
be.
now back on blue.
I will walk back all my takes on Aaron if he does sign with the Giants. If he doesn't, I won't walk any takes back. And I'll be like, yeah, scumbag. And then he's just going to go to DK Metcalf and George Pickens, who are going to be mean to him.
Also, if he goes to the Giants, then I can, all season long, I can be like, I'm a Packers fan, but I hashtag back the blue. And then just
Right.
act like I don't understand what
Buy
I'm
you
doing.
one of those flags.
I'm just an Aaron Rodgers fan, guys.
Look, dude.
He gave me many years of happiness.
Back in the blue. The bleh. Back in the bleh. I'll do ayahuasca on the pod. If we can get some, I'll do it. Microdose it.
I don't know if we'll be able to do
I didn't say how much. Ayahuasca.
Because doesn't it like, it also makes you like shit. Like a lot.
We'll wear diapers.
We'll just,
I got a lot at my house right
I'll
now.
just sit, I'll do the whole thing from the toilet and I'll just hold my iPad super close to my face the whole time.
It's just like shoulder up. That's
But
it.
guys, I'm not going to dip. I promise. I got you.
We're good. We're good. But yeah, that's the Sam Darnold to the Seahawks.
Also, DeMarcus Lawrence to the Seahawks.
Daniel Jones to the Colts.
Dude, just run the fucking wishbone.
Hear me out. Indiana Jones.
Did you come up with that yourself?
I saw somebody made it already, but Indiana Jones.
But yeah, dude, just keep him, Jonathan Taylor, and Anthony Richardson on the field at all times,
Option.
and just run triple. Like you don't know who's getting
Run
the
the
ball, who's
option.
handing it off. Nobody will ever be able to track it. I mean, he
Pretty
is the
good.
fastest quarterback in the league,
Statistically.
and Anthony Richardson's pretty fast too.
Statistically, Daniel Jones was the fastest quarterback in the NFL at one point in time. But don't worry about it because we got Giants re-signed Tommy DeVito. So worst case scenario, we run the Italian back. That's not gone wrong in the past. It's gonna be. It's like
Didn't it only work one time?
look, dude. What do I always say? It's
That
gonna
one
be
time
fine.
was against the Packers.
It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. All right.
Pretty sure we missed the playoffs because you guys beat us that game too.
Because we'll either get a rookie quarterback that's gonna be good, not Jackson Dart. Not Jackson Dart, anybody but him. Not him.
Yeah, you don't want him.
Shador Cam Ward. They'll be cool. Or we'll just get Aaron Rodgers. Like, what's the worst case scenario? Or Russell Wilson. I'll hate that. I'll hate it.
I think I know what the worst case scenario is. Trading for Kirk Cousins and having to inherit that contract.
No, they would never.
That's what I'm saying. That's worst
They're
case
not
scenario.
gonna do that.
That's worst
They're
case.
not gonna.
Don't forget, you could also get Jameis.
Right. Fun for a little bit, but not long-term fun. And, like, you don't
No,
want him to
you're not
teach-
signing him long term.
But you want to draft a quarterback no matter what. Because I don't care who we get. We still got to draft a quarterback.
What if neither one of these guys is the right guy? And you draft a quarterback next year.
No, these guys are the right.
What if
We make him the right guy.
What if you do a year of Jameis, have some fun, lose a bunch of games,
Oh.
and then you guys do something crazy and draft a Manning?
Because Arch is going to go back to school. The Mannings always graduate. That's what they do. It's historically accurate. Eli went back.
We're in a new age.
Peyton went back.
We're in a new age. Also, what if if Eli gave him permission to wear 10? You didn't even have to get a new jersey.
Well, Eli's going to be 10% of the owner. He's going to buy 10% of the Giants. They already talked about that. So, like, they'll be like, I own this team. Come on. Come do this thing.
Wait, did they really talk about that? Or are you just
He's
making that
like
up?
a front runner to be. They're going to sell 10% of the team. I do not have the
He
money
should get
to go in on it,
12%.
but I would like to.
Because Brady owns 10% of the Raiders, so he should do 2% more for the 2 Super Bowls that he beat Tom Brady in.
I like that. And then you'd have Tom Brady's number, too.
They go, Tom, you little broke bitch. You can only afford 10% of a team?
Yeah. I don't know. This is where like my like I hate the Giants right now, but a little bit of light is creeping in
Dude,
to my dark little soul. I'm like, oh, Javon Holland. Now we got a corner. Or we got a safety. Got a safety.
You never
This
know.
guy named Stone. Don't know a lot about him, but I looked at a picture of him. That guy looks like an offensive lineman. He sounds like an offensive lineman.
I mean, you get your quarterback, and everything else can fall into place. Look what it did for the Commanders this year.
Right?
So, like, that's the
Right.
beautiful thing. No matter how bad your team was the year before,
What if?
there's always hope. Once
What
you
if?
start getting to like pre-draft time, and like, dude, what if we just like nail every draft pick in all of our offseason signings and we get a quarterback?
There's no downside. No downside ever.
Okay, what if we get Aaron
If
Rodgers?
you're just hyping up your
One
team.
last hurrah.
Just like why wouldn't you want to go up? Peyton Manning, remember him? Remember
What
that
if
guy?
Malik
Won a
Neighbors-
Super Bowl on his way out.
Gets like
Aaron could do
2,000
that.
yards receiving.
It just seems like it's way too early to start getting hope up.
Well, it is.
What are you
that's
talking
why-
about, dude?
that's
After a
why
3-win
you're-
season, why would I not have all the hope?
Robert, you think it's too early when he literally doesn't know who his quarterback is going to be next year? Yeah, it might
What
be a
are you-
little early, but that's why it's fun.
What are you talking about? We have Tommy DeVito,
It just-
and
I-
or Aaron Rodgers, and or Russell Wilson, and or Cam Ward, and or Shedeur Sanders.
I just don't like the heartbreak. I've seen it year after year.
What are you talking about?
I don't
Me?
like seeing it.
Me?
What are you talking about? Are you talking about how like
It's gonna be
exactly
fine.
how he looked and acted after the Yankees lost the World Series?
It's gonna be fine, dude. It's gonna be fine. There's no downside to this. Oh, breaking news: Damar Hamlin re-signs with the Bills.
All right.
Prayers for
But
Damar.
that's the fun. Like right now, Robert,
Damar Hamlin died. Now
We're in
he's
spring
playing in the
training.
NFL again.
Astros going to win the fucking World
don't
Series
need
this
to
year,
talk-
dude.
we don't need
Like,
to talk about spring training
there's no
right now.
injuries right now. Everybody's fine. Altuve's going to be in a new position. Like, fuck, we might even see McCullers this year. Probably not.
Well,
But, like, there's
briefly, if
hope.
so.
You just got to run with the hope, man.
But it makes sense for spring training because it's happening right now. You know,
You know what
like-
happens right now is free agency's happening.
Yeah. This is preseason.
I can cash a lot of checks
For
that I don't have.
NFL.
I can write a lot of checks I won't have to worry about cashing for months.
And, Robert, let's be honest. It's the NFL. There's no offseason. There's always any news in the NFL is good news because you're like, football.
I just don't want to see Alex hurt again.
I said this to somebody at work the other day. When the fuck does the
Yeah, you
XFL
do.
or USFL season
We don't
start?
talk about that league anymore.
But
We don't talk about that league.
wait, no, it's dead. That league is dead. It's a new
UFL.
league.
We still don't talk about them.
But I was saying to somebody the other day, I was like, when is that starting? Just because I'm missing football that much. I'm like, it's horrible football. It's not good to
We
watch.
got offered to maybe speak for a certain team that I might have been a part owner of before, and I said no.
Should have been the Gamblers. I'm
Not
still
gonna do
mad
that.
about that. It should have been the fucking Houston.
Shouldn't have
Gamblers.
kicked me out of a playoff game, but then they lost, and it really kind of set their team in a downward spiral, and they've never been good since. A lot of people are saying that because it's fact. Since they lost to the Arlington Renegades in that playoff game, they've never had a winning season. Tell me the difference. Was it the part owner that they removed from the stadium because he was sticking up against racism and also drunk and told them, "Good, bring the cops." Oh, well, if you can't, whatever, and we're good. Go get them.
They're probably loitering around here anyway.
Yeah, guess what? They were lots of them.
Officer, do you have a ticket? Because you're loitering in this section. Right?
So I'm a part owner. I don't see your tickets. I see your tickets. Thought this was America.
But either way, Robert, yeah. Anytime there's any football news going on, it wins. It wins the news cycle.
And me being sad is good for content, as bad as it is for my mental health and maybe my future life.
It's okay.
But yeah, free agency's back. Shout out to the NFL because right now I'm kind of in, and I can spin just about anything to go my way.
You got the third pick, man.
Third pick.
Anything can happen.
I mean, Russ Wilson maybe going to sign with the Browns. Guess what? Browns already have a quarterback. They don't need to draft a quarterback, do they? Because they have Deshaun.
Who will not be playing this year.
Kenny Pickett. And then they would have Russ Wilson. So that's 3 quarterbacks. If you have 3 quarterbacks, you don't need 1.
Well, Deshaun's not playing though. He got surgery.
Okay, well, then you have Kenny Pickett and Russ Wilson. That's 2 quarterbacks.
Kenny Pickett's got small hands, dude.
Not my problem. Not my quarterback. Tennessee? I don't know. Maybe run it back Will Levis. Then, I don't know. Take Shedeur. Take Cam. I'll take the other one. It's fine.
I don't want Russ to go to Cleveland just because I feel bad enough for Cleveland fans just because like everything that happens to that team is horrible and it's
I'm going to
depressing.
go to the Giants.
I don't want them to have the corniest quarterback of all time at the same time. Like
I
you
don't
just
want that
can't
either,
build
though.
confidence for that.
The rapiest quarterback and the corniest quarterback all on one team. And then bring Jameis back And then Kenny
'Cause
Pickett
you
with the smallest
know.
hands. Smallest hands, silliest quarterback, rapiest quarterback, most cringiest quarterback.
You know
The Mount Rushmore.
that Russ would be like, I'm going to take Deshaun under my wing. I'm going to lead him to Christ. And he's going to like do all of that corny shit. And Deshaun would just be like,
Get the fuck out of
I
here.
don't fucking want you to ever talk to me.
Yeah.
I'm just collecting paychecks and faking injuries until this contract is up, and then I'm going to disappear.
I absolutely robbed an entire NFL franchise.
Well, robbed a city of its joy.
They got the Cavs.
Cavs are good right
There
now,
you
but
go.
like they're not going to win.
Duh. Rockets are going to win.
Fucking all of it.
Rockets are going to win it, dude. Monster of a 7-game series to get them out. Okay, so free agency's back. What else do you what do you have back?
Injuries are back.
What
We were
makes you
talking about
bring that
spring
up?
training earlier, and Robert, can I ask you a question?
What's that?
Is the Yankee season already over?
It might be.
Garrett Cole, your ace, your
He's
Cy
not my
Young
ace.
winner from
I'm
last
a Max
year.
Fried guy.
Fuck, I forgot they signed Fried.
Freedbird, baby.
But
Freedbird.
no, he's your ace. You know, Yankee for life. You know that sign he held when he was a little kid.
Still a Yankee. He still is a Yankee.
He hurt his widow elbow. He got widow Tommy John surgery. He got to have.
Oh, what, Lance McCullers has had like 9 of those.
Yeah, but he likes dogs, so we don't talk about it.
Garrett Cole has a dog. Loves dogs.
Does he?
Yeah.
Does he though?
Yeah, he does.
As an AI dog.
No, he's a real dog.
And along with him, I don't know what it is with the Yankees. They should probably fire their entire strength staff because Giancarlo Stanton has 2 hurt elbows.
His name's Giancarlo. He's always hurt. It doesn't
I got
matter.
a
We knew
little-
that.
I got
we
a
knew
little
that.
elbow.
It's fine. It's
King.
fine. It's
And
gonna
he's
be
going to miss the
fine.
whole year too.
It's gonna be fine.
So what's
Aaron
that
Judge is
like?
And
fine.
Gil is
Heel. It's heel. Please say his
Heel.
name correct.
Teal. I didn't know.
Is he done for
Heel.
the year too?
No, but he's going to be
Rookie of the year.
He's gonna be
But I
delayed.
mean,
He's gonna be
just
out
in
for a few months.
preseason, done for the year. That's like $90 million this year that's locked up.
I don't think he planned on his elbow not working. I don't think you just hey, watch this. Like he's not just slicing his elbow open on purpose.
You know, if it was me, I would just pitch through it.
I would too. Which is, I think, a problem in this, and I think it goes back to Aaron Boone.
That's why you should never trust or pay anyone named Garrett. My name is Garrett.
You guys literally paid a guy named Garrett to come to the Astros,
No, we traded for him.
but then you paid him.
But we didn't make the contract.
He was on your payroll.
Hey, that contract already
He was on
existed.
your payroll.
The
You had
contract
to pay him
already
money.
existed.
The money came from the Astros to him with that contract.
Semantics.
And the Yankees paid him a little bit more. It's fine. And you want to Cy Young. So that was cool.
It was really weird when he opted out. He was like, give me more money. And they were like, the Yankees were like, no. And he's like, okay.
He's Yankee for life. He's Yankee for life. He's not going to go anywhere else.
It's like, I call my bluff. Shit.
But do you respect that? Like, okay.
Fucking tried it. Okay.
Could have been like, just to stab you in the heart, Brad Marchand, where he was like, hey, I'll take less money to stay on this fucking team. And they're like, no, we're sending you to Florida.
You know what? I'm gonna need
So
you.
there, take that.
I'm gonna need you to give me $1,000, or I'm not gonna do this next week, Alex.
No.
Ah, shit. All right, fuck. Damn.
Fuck. Gravy for life, you know? You know what I'm saying?
This is 100% of the shots you don't take, right?
Right? Hey, I mean, guys trying, all right?
I really hope that was his response when they were like, Garrett, we're not gonna do that. I hope he just went,
You got me.
shit.
You
know?
son of a bitch. You called my bluff. All right.
Sorry.
All right, Cashman.
I thought you would think that I believed that $40 million a year wasn't enough money. My bad.
You know, Cashman's like, sorry, Garrett, we can't. He's like, fuck. He's like, all right, it's cool. I was like, oh, God, thank God. Thank God.
God damn it. When George was alive, I never had to say no to a free agent's money
And
demands.
George is like, yeah, right. Give him a check.
George, I don't give
Phil,
a
what
fuck.
do you think you need?
I just want to, if we keep winning World Series, we'll keep selling jerseys and we'll pay for all of
That
this.
was like the Mark Teixeira story when we got him right before they won the last World Series that they ever won.
Or ever will.
Maybe ever will win. They were like, well, he's going to go to Baltimore. And they were like, no. What do you want? Tell us, give us a number right now. And he was like, okay. I'm like, here, there's that number. You can play for us. And that's how we got Mark Teixeira. Coolest name in baseball at one point in time.
He had such a bitch face.
No, he looked perfectly like for a Yankee.
Yeah.
He looked like such a Yankee.
That's what I just said.
Not a bitch face. He just looked like a Yankee
No,
face.
his face looked like he was a bitch.
No, he looks like he's
Like, I
don't
s-
fucking park here.
Every time I saw his face, I didn't want to punch him in the face, but I wanted to slap him. He just had a slappable fucking face.
Oh, but he also looks like if you tried to slap him, he'd kick your ass, dude.
He would beat the shit out of me.
He'd kick your ass.
What was he, like 6'3", 250, some shit like that?
He had like a
big
John
fucking
Rocker
guy.
face.
He had very
Minus
John
the
Rocker
racism.
face. Yeah, it was a little bit fatter, so like it didn't have the clear lines of the racism. It was rounded out. More like a bitch.
Like he looked like Mark Teixeira. If you back into, if you're like, oh fuck, I'm going the wrong way, and you turn into his driveway to back out and turn around, like Mark Teixeira absolutely is like, what the fuck is that guy doing in my driveway?
Chases it, like runs out into his front yard holding a bat.
He's got that face.
Like it's just bat, boxers, and a rope. That's all he runs outside.
Yeah,
wearing.
that's all he needs. And he has, but it's like the fighting rope. So it helps his back or whatever they allegedly helped. I don't know. Everybody fucking had those.
Wait, I thought you just meant like boxers ropes.
No, the
that they wear.
fighting. Remember like the shoestring necklaces that all the baseball players used to wear?
Oh, rope.
Yeah.
I said robe.
Oh, they said rope.
No, B, not P.
No. You did say necklace though, didn't you? I don't know. We got lost in all of that.
Boxers.
We got to where
robe.
we needed to be, and I think that's all that matters.
Yeah.
We got to
Either
where we
way, Yankees are cooked. Your team is stupid.
I mean, there's only
They're old.
one way they can go is up.
What do you think Giancarlo Stanton's injury is going to be next year?
Probably like back. He's getting older. Probably
Back or I'm going to say legs. It's like, no. He literally just, it used to be we
Like
said
a
he can't
quad
run
or a
because he was
hamstring.
slow. He cannot run anymore.
Maybe a hamstring.
He'll be like those dudes playing like 50-year-old fat dudes that have like a beer gut that's just as long as they are high, and they play softball. And if they don't hit the home run, they don't even try and run.
But like a professional baseball player though.
Yeah, that's going to be Stanton. It's going to be when he makes contact, if the ball doesn't go over the fence, he's not leaving the batter's box. So you just fucking throw it in and tag me out. I can't run anymore.
Look, dude, they're either going to be really good or they're not going to be really good, okay? That's all I got to tell you.
That is true. That is a binary
If
system.
I
that
had to
works.
break down the Yankees season, clip that.
So hold on. So I was going to say, so they won't be great, but great is not really good.
Yankees going to be either really good or not really good. That's what I'm going to say. Like, that's how the Yankee season is going to go. I guarantee you.
You have a way with words, my friend.
Really, really good or not really, really good. And the injuries will be either a really bad thing or they won't end up being a bad thing. One of those two.
Damn, this guy's spitting bars over here.
No in between. Well, they'd be like, man, they overcame those injuries, or fuck, they could not overcome those injuries.
Red Sox are going to kick their ass this year.
Yeah, but then I have an excuse already built in, like, well, we were injured.
Yeah, but you're the Yankees. You have unlimited money. Oh, wait, you're not the rich New York team anymore.
We are, but they just don't spend it. I don't know why. If you own an MLB team, you can buy anybody. It doesn't matter. Like, that's what I don't understand. Just do it.
That would be funny if Cohen like bought the team only to destroy the Yankees. Like he's not bidding against anyone else, but any free agent that the Yankees
They're not
went
gonna- I mean,
after,
the Mets aren't gonna
Cohen
win.
was just like, I'll pay him more.
The Mets
I'll
are-
pay you more even if I don't need you.
That's what he has to do because, like, the Mets will not win. Like, they're going to win games. They're not going to win a championship. The Dodgers are going to win a fucking championship the next 9 years. Like, that's it. We've seen it. We know what happens.
They need to like
They're
how
gonna
is
cheat.
Major League
They're
Baseball?
going to gamble on baseball. Fucking, they're going to do all the things. And then the new Japanese phenom is going to come over. Guess where he's going? L.A.
Another
He's gonna fucking
deferred.
dominate.
They're gonna have like the next 26 years of contracts all be deferred for them. Like I don't know how Major League Baseball has not stepped in and made that illegal.
Because
At this point.
they run Major League Baseball, dude. That's what they don't tell you.
scared of Magic Johnson out there.
You said it, not me. All right.
He was like, "Listen, you just let us do whatever we want until we sell the Dodgers."
But yeah, injuries are the thing now. Neat. I told them to turn injuries off this year.
I texted my brother the other day about that because I was looking up Stanton's elbows when I saw that he was going to be out for the year, and then I saw while searching that Garrett Cole was going to be Tommy John. He was done. I texted to my brother with like laughing or whatever the fuck I said, and he was like, "We don't root for injuries, even if it is the Yankees." I go, "Dude, I will always root for the Yankees
I don't
downfall. You can go
understand.
fuck yourself."
I'm not for that belief.
I don't
We
root for injuries.
We don't root for injuries, but like I'm gonna make fun of you if your guy gets injured.
Yeah, I don't root. Like I'm not sitting there going, "God, I hope he's." Even though sometimes I do when it's the Yankees.
Yeah,
or
I
a team
did say
hate.
that for Saquon.
But like, even if you don't root for them,
I
I
actively
will
root for
100%
injuries.
celebrate and make fun of them once they happen to players and teams I don't like.
You're like, I'd like something bad to happen to your team that makes my team more beneficial.
Yeah.
To, like winning games.
Like I don't want
Bad.
Caleb Williams to blow out his knee because I think him being on the field is actually worse for them because he's really bad at football. But if Caleb Williams blew out his knee, I would laugh so incredibly hard.
I mean, like, if you look, just like running down the Yankees roster, like they're fine. You got Max Fried, Friedberg, fine. Last hurrah, just go out, win a ship, man. Carlos Rodon, ever heard of him?
Old
Still, Marcus Stroman,
as fuck.
but cool.
He's also like 5'9".
He can slay it. Clark Schmidt. Yeah.
Sounds like
That
he played
guy?
in the 80s old.
Yeah, he does, which the 80s was when baseball was at its purest. A lot of people say that.
The cocaine was
As-
very pure in
As
the
a
80s, that's
historian,
true.
maybe we move.
Dwight Gooden had a lot of pure going through him.
Maybe we can move. Yeah, I don't love the bullpen. I don't love the bullpen. I mean, Devin Williams is cool. Luke Weaver's good. Mark Leiter's
Devin
good.
Williams has
Jake-
fucking destroyed your entire team.
No.
He shows up wearing a beard when he's not supposed to. You guys change your policy. And
Yeah,
then-
because he's so good.
And then all of your pitchers start getting injured and other players.
JT Brubaker's a really cool baseball
It's a
name.
stupid name.
Really cool baseball name.
Bust.
Brew Baker. It sounds like he makes beer.
Fuck.
Yeah, cool name.
All right, I take it back.
Cool
It's a
name.
cool name. Cool name, but what was his first name?
JT.
Yeah, stupid name. Should be TJ.
Just time to brew beer. That's what his name is, really.
God damn it. Stop making it cool.
Fucking yeah, it's really cool. Brett Hedrick. Will Warren. That's a pitcher right there. Or a starting quarterback. Will Warren. I don't want to fuck with Will Warren. Will Warren, guy clearly went to USC if he's a starting quarterback.
Yeah.
He was a USC starting quarterback.
That's a blonde white quarterback name if I've ever heard one in my life.
Which isn't at all what he looks like, but he sounds like he would be a
Yeah.
USC generic quarterback on like NCAA.
Like 7 years
Yeah.
down the line.
Yep. So yeah, I don't know, man. Again, we'll either be really good or not.
Also, I just opened the fucking window for any time an injury happens to the Red Sox or Astros this year. Alex is just gonna fucking rub it
That
in my
doesn't
face.
sound like me. That doesn't.
Yeah, that does sound pretty out of character.
that
for
doesn't
you.
sound like me. I wouldn't do that.
You're not a vengeful person at all.
I'm all class here. Okay. So injuries are back, and then also back this week is mock drafts because Robert was not here last week, and instead of just getting a list, we're gonna do a mock draft this week. We're doing a mock draft of captains. If you have any mock draft suggestions, hit us up. We're at PassRayPod on X. Use the hashtag PTG mock draft and just give us a list, and we'll pick some. I mean, there's some weeks where it's like they present themselves. Other weeks we have to really scramble, and we've done mock draft season enough years to where we don't want to redo mock drafts. So we have to be like, oh, what about this one? What about this one? What about this one? And then we've already done that one. Okay. Mock draft of captains. We have not done a mock draft of captains. Our most recent mock draft 2 weeks ago was the mock draft of dudes with beards, and
Pat won.
Pat won that one.
Woo!
Robert got
Shout
second.
out Jesus.
I got second.
I got third. And so we will do the reverse of that for our draft order this week. Everybody has one win on the season. So either having to grab a cop's gun or to raise chickens and have a chicken coop in your land.
By the way,
In
if you
Pat's
go to
land.
grab the gun and you accidentally grab the taser, doesn't count.
Doesn't count. You have to grab the gun.
Gotta be the gun.
Gotta get the gun. You don't have to do anything with the gun, but you have to get the gun. And so, yeah, we are all tied at 1. Loser has to do one of those two things. Then it's a mock draft of captains. So any captain will do. This is a tough one I have to lead off with since I got last. And the last one, we do the reverse order. We do a snake draft. So it's going to go me, Robert, Pat, Robert, me, Robert, Pat, Robert, me. I will have the first and last pick in the draft this week. And I'm a little nervous having to pick what goes 1-1. But it's a mock draft of captains, so it's any captain at all. And I am going to just try,
Pressure's on. Don't fuck it up.
because I don't feel like it'll come back to me. No. I'm going to go Jack Sparrow. Captain Jack Sparrow. 1-1.
Okay.
It's okay.
Okay.
Captain Jack Sparrow.
I was hoping you would pick someone else.
Yeah, I figured he would be 1, and then there's another guy that I thought... There's like 2 or 3 possible ones.
All right. So I'm going to go. I think it'll come back around to me. So I'm going to go Crunch.
That's what I thought his first pick was going to be regardless. I was like, we're going to be thinking of real people, and Robert's
I
going
had
to go
him.
fucking cartoon.
I had him top
Captain Crunch.
4.
All right, number 3, right away. Bam, Captain America. Come on, guys. You're just going to let him be there?
All right.
You're going to let Captain America, symbol of our country.
Okay.
All right,
You got 2.
my 4th pick, I am going to go Captain Planet.
That's good.
That was on my list.
Save the planet, guys.
That's a good one.
Fucking
And
bring
it
a bunch
would've-
of little kids and a monkey together to help
It
fight
would have
pollution.
really fucked you over if somebody else got Captain Planet after you took Captain America. 'Cause It's like I get all of it. So you had to kind of handcuffed yourself on that one.
No, but America is more important than the planet.
Well, I get that, but like planet covers more area.
But it's not better. Captain America would
But you have like it actually
All right.
includes America. The planet is America.
Trying to get me to argue against my own picks, and I'm not going to do it. Robert, what's your next pick?
My next pick, I'm gonna go with Han Solo.
Yep, I thought Pat was going to take Han Solo.
Han Solo.
Because a lot of people don't realize he's a captain.
He's got a ship. He's a captain.
He is a captain. But a lot of people don't call him Captain Han Solo. He is called Captain Han Solo, but a lot of people don't call him that.
I'm going to take Lando Calrissian.
No, I'm not going to do that. But what I'm going to go with is I am the captain now. I am the captain now. And I want the guy that's pointing, I am the captain now, to Captain Phillips. That is what I'm going to take. And then Captain Underpants. Fantastic book series.
That's a good one.
As a kid.
On my list, too.
Sorry, I was out playing sports. I wasn't reading like a nerd.
I was doing both, buddy. Both.
I don't think you were.
I was. I read all the time. Big reader. Everybody knows that.
Underpants.
All right. What do you got?
All right, I'm going to go, Oh, Captain, My Captain.
That's good.
Solid one. Solid one. All right, back to me. My dad's favorite captain, I would assume. Big fan. Captain James Tiberius Kirk. From Star Trek.
Captain Kirk.
Captain fucking Kirk. An absolute legend.
All
Probably the greatest Canadian of all time. William Shatner.
Well, Captain Kirk is actually.
I was saying William Shatner, though, the actor.
But Captain Kirk.
Do you know where Captain Kirk is from?
He's from space.
No. No, not at all.
Captain Kirk is not like a person.
But where was he born in the series?
I didn't watch Star Trek.
Iowa.
I'm a loser.
He's about as American as it fucking gets.
A country in Iowa. Well, you just said he was Canadian, so.
Oh, the actor. Okay, and for my final pick, come on,
Kinda
guys,
stole
we all
that
knew it
way.
was going to happen. Alcohol, Captain Morgan.
All right. Captain Morgan. I had Captain Morgan on my list, but like, there's other rums.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a bunch of other ones, but you know what? Had to be true to me.
Okay.
Like a little spiced rum from time to time.
Back to you, Robert.
I have so many. I don't know if good. I would say the word good, but I have so many to pick from.
Same.
I'm really stuck between three. So the one that I
Go with number 2.
Don't though.
Don't think, just throw.
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with Sully.
Sully. All right.
I mean, that was sitting on my list too, of course. That was
Because I felt like the real life captains you could go with were like Captain Sully and Captain Phillips.
Yeah.
I went the guy that I thought was alpha to Captain Phillips because Captain Phillips was like, you lost your ship. Like,
you let your ship be taken by
eventually-
dudes in a rowboat.
Eventually, people got saved, but like that was because the National Guard fucking came in and did all that shit, or whoever it was that came in. I think it was the National Guard.
I think it was like SEALs. Because
The National Guard had to be part of it.
I don't think so, because it wasn't.
National.
Yeah. Also, I'm pretty sure we sniped him from one boat to another. And I don't know if you know this about boats. They're moving up and down. So you got to be a pretty high level
Yeah.
sniper. Not sure if any of those guys are in the guard.
Okay. Well, then you guys left me just a slam dunk Captain Hook.
Yeah.
Fucking Captain
Captain Hook was right there on my
is
list,
pretty
too.
fucking easy to just. I'm gonna wrap that up with Captain Hook. So honestly, I think we all had really good drafts in this. Looking back at them, let's recap.
If you're a Patriot, maybe there's one draft a little bit greater than the other.
Let's
Yeah,
recap.
Sully.
Right. Or underpants. Underpants. But I had Captain Jack Sparrow. I am the captain now from Captain Phillips, Captain Underpants, and Captain Hook. Robert had Captain Crunch, Han Solo, Oh Captain, My Captain from Dead Poets Society, and Captain Sully. Pat had Captain America, Captain Planet, Captain Kirk, and Captain Morgan. We will put the graphic up
I get an extra point for alliteration.
at about 3 o'clock Central Time on Thursday. You can vote until Friday at 5 o'clock. So we'll put it on all the socials. But X is the one that we account for. That's how we take our votes. All right.
Honorable mentions.
Let's go to honorable mentions.
Captain Ahab
Yeah,
from Moby Dick.
Ahab was one. I have
Captain Nemo.
the skipper from Gilligan's Island.
I had
Ooh, the
obvious. Obvious.
Captain
Ah,
Obvious.
Captain
Oh, that would have been a really good one. Really good one.
I had Barbosa.
Barbosa. I had Blackbeard on there.
I thought you would have taken Captain Barbosa.
I thought about it.
Captain Davy Jones, Captain Kangaroo. I only know Captain Kangaroo from Big Daddy.
Mm-hmm.
The Kangaroo song. Hey, the Kangaroo song.
Is that what?
I
did he
think
sing
so.
that? I thought Captain Kangaroo was just like a kid's show from way back in the day.
I don't.
I don't think the Kangaroo song was real.
Well, that's what I thought it was from. Derek Jeter.
Yeah, I was shocked you didn't take Jeter.
Calling someone El Capitan.
El Capitan's
That's-
great.
that's a good one, I thought.
Captain Kidd.
Yeah.
My name is Captain Kidd as I sailed as I... Great fucking song. If you're into shanties.
Yeah, I'm a big shanty guy. You know that.
I'm trying to convince all my buddies that we should all learn a shanty. So next time we're together and hammered drunk, we can sing it.
I don't think it's going to go as well as you think it will.
They all seem down.
Right now, they do.
Yeah, they're not going to do it.
Never well executed. But those are, I feel like that was all I had for.
It also made me
honorable
sad when we
mentions.
did this just because Brad Marchand got traded. But
Yeah. Well,
losing your captain's never fun.
no, it's not. No, it's not. Okay, so if you got any mock draft ideas for us, hit us up, hashtag PTG mock draft for next week. Before we get to the Not Cool segment, Pat, why don't you do a redemption ad for littlemshop.com?
I'm good.
Well, I have to go piss, so you have to do it. So
You're a real son of a bitch. You know that? You're a real son of a
While I
bitch.
go pee, Pat will do this.
I think my is starting to out. Robert, you should eat it.
The Zoom's cutting out.
I just throw something at the camera. Fucking get it out of here. All right, guys, you know the deal. Pass the great. Wait, hold on. No, did he say PTG? Yeah, he did. Okay, I thought I pulled up the wrong one for a second. Or no,
Little
he didn't.
M,
No,
little
he
M.
did say little M.
Little
Little
M.
M. That's what it was. I was like, I started typing in as I was talking. Doesn't go great. Hey guys, guess what? You go to littlemshop.com right now. Free shipping on orders over $10. Get your air fresheners, compacts, keychains, stickers. What more could you want? Literally all, that's what I say it all the time. All a boy wants is some stickers. Give him a sticker, put it on the back of his laptop. He'll marry you tomorrow. You got a boyfriend. Guess what? We're guys. We're smelly. We're stinky. We don't even know it. His car stinks. Get him a little M air shot. Air shot? Robert, what is happening right now? Little M air fresheners, the floral air fresheners. You get pack of them. They're 3 inches in diameter. I this is what I should do. I said I was going to read
read
it.
the product pages.
just word by word. This one's inspired by Grandma's wallpaper. That's the floral air freshener. But you know what? Maybe you're not buying for your buddy. Maybe or for your guy. Maybe you're a lady, and guess what? You know, you got to touch up your makeup in the car on your way to work. I don't know what you guys do. Got a bunch of compact mirrors you can do. Myriad of designs on that. How about that word for you there, Robert?
Whoa.
A litany of designs that we can. And guess what? Halfway through, it's going to ask you if you want to sign up for the email. I don't. I already have.
But you should.
You should. But you know what? Hey, maybe you know, St. Patty's Day is coming up. Maybe you want to give people presents. Not historically a gift-giving holiday, but why not turn it into one? You know? Guess what? People are going to be bar hopping. You know what happens when you bar hop, especially in Texas, Robert? You get really sweaty, you start to stink. Just start hanging air fresheners on people at the bar. I'm sure they won't get offended and angry by it.
No, but
What
just
is going
drunk
on with my
people at the
voice?
bar? Yeah, they won't get offended by you placing that on them.
Hey, buddy, you
know.
need this. Yeah, littlemshop.com. Help support us. It goes to paying for Robert's fancy Foo Fighters t-shirts that he likes to wear. We got to keep him in high fashion. The only way you could be more fashionable right now, Robert, maybe if you had a little keychain on your pocket, said "Pass the Gravy Pod." You can
You can get them customized.
custom keychains, or just get some other. You know what? If you're for the ladies, so some people are for the boys. I'm not. I'm for the ladies. F the patriarchy keychain. Put that on your keys. Let everyone know. A police officer pulls you over, but guess what? Feminist right now.
Is there a promo code that people can use?
Yeah, the promo code is PTG69 for 10% off all orders. You might as well load up. You never know. I from what I heard, that promo code's going away. It never has before in the past, but you don't know that. I could just be creating drama right now.
You better get on it.
It's going to go away at midnight and then come back at 12:01. But Past Gravy Shop, guys, there's a whole bunch of stuff on there. Whether you want a little smiley face keychain, a cute little bow, sunny. There's a little car with motels next to it. See you never. Let people know you got a little attitude out there on the road. I feel like Robert. I feel like Alex is probably just like sitting around the corner, out of sight right now, listening to this and laughing, just seeing how far I'm going to take it. You know, hey, guys.
But let's wrap it up. Promo code PTD69 for 10% off your order. Free shipping over $10. LittleMShop.com, the official sponsor of the Not Cool segment.
Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool. Dude, that's not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool.
I thought I saw him coming down the hallway.
I thought I saw
somebody
him
else too.
Now
Did
we're
a little
just,
early, you know, a little
Now we're
little
just-
M Shop ad after hours.
Now we're just in silence until he comes back.
What if,
I-
what if we just came and we're both just staring out the door? Where are you? The door's open. I probably shouldn't be yelling into the
Yeah.
radio station right now.
I guess we can start off with not cool. Him not coming back. Like, how long does it take to use the restroom?
What if he, like-
What if we got his key card?
That would be super funny. Or what if he like fell and hit his head and we didn't know that and he was passed out in the bathroom right now? What if he got that disease where like if you strain too much you pass out? So like he ran in there to poop and he just fell asleep.
Oh yeah, like the Scrubs episode.
Yeah, Jay from the Scrubs. That's exactly what I was talking about. So actually, you know, we're just gonna kill time right now. I had an idea. I got to come up with like different burgers every Monday for Burger
of the
Monday.
day?
Yeah, I'm thinking about doing beer battered fried pickles on top of the burger.
Oh.
But you know what? Alex just got back. He doesn't even get to hear about that idea because he missed it. Don't worry about it.
the idea.
We ran out this time. We ended it and already ran the intro for like a minute and a half ago. We actually at one point we started speculating on where the hell you were.
Oh, somebody was talking to me. They're like, "Are you supposed to be on vacation?" It's like, I don't have money, so I don't get to go on vacation.
I thought you might have passed out while you were pooping on the toilet.
Oh no, like the pee turned into a poop, and like you just passed out.
Yeah.
When Elvis
Just strained
full
too
Elvis.
hard?
No, can't strain. That's bad for you. So they got the king.
I guess so.
I don't know. I think,
People,
I think it was drugs.
every
and a lot
once
of
in a while
other
they
stuff
stuff
too.
Yeah, I mean, it was probably more so the 30 consecutive years of drug abuse.
Yeah, that probably was it. All right. So just between us, I did not save anybody's not cools that they submitted. So next week we're gonna have more not cools from the listeners. If you have a not cool, hit us up, hashtag PTG not cool on X. We're at Pass the Gravy Pod. And summarize in like 4 sentences max, like what happened that made you say something's not cool. If you get hit by a bus, very not cool. If you stub your toe, also not cool. Who wants to go first out of us?
I can go.
All right.
For the last couple of days, it's been pretty good weather. We have good weather.
Yeah.
Had the windows open, just kind of like being in nature, but also not
Just
being in
living.
nature. Yeah, just living. All we do here is cars now because the windows are open, so it's actually much louder in the house now. But I forgot to shut a couple of them last night, and going into bed, I put the AC down because I wanted to be cool. This morning, I'm like, it's like that classic dad thing. Like, oh, what, you cooling the neighborhood?
You cooling outside, huh? Yeah.
Just leaving the windows open.
It's going to be a fun bill.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's one of those ones where like I probably just cost myself like $150 extra, probably like $8.
No, not now. Not in Texas. They've gotten really good about the
Think positively.
Yeah.
Positive vibes only.
But remember that time they were like, oh shit, our whole power grid went down. Like ever since then, they've been like, we don't give a fuck. We're going to just charge you out the ass. We got to make up for that, right?
Yeah, I guess they weren't getting paid for all those days that power was down. So
But like instead of like, hey,
It's-
we got your back, it's like, no, fuck you. Which is super cool. It's a cool thing that happens. But
that's
yeah.
it. You just left your windows open.
Yeah, just left my windows open. It's just, it's one of those things that you.
Yeah. Still not cool though.
Yeah.
I have one similar to that I can bounce off of.
Go for it.
Well, I not to brag, but the morning show is off this week, so I've gotten a little bit more sleep, but I've had to go I've been trying to just put chores in and stuff like. I got to take the dog to the groomer tomorrow morning. I got to get my cable and internet all moved over this week for the move next week. But on Tuesday, I had to go to a doctor's appointment that was at 9 a.m. So I'm not usually out in traffic, when it's in the high traffic hours, like the morning or afternoon rush. My fucking God, dude. Like, the amount of people that are just idiots that drive in this city all over the place is just like, what do you, like, I don't know how many times, like, I was behind somebody that just didn't go when the light turned green, and it's not it's not like it was, like, green, and I expect you to immediately go, but it's, like, green, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4, like, what are we doing? What do we do? Go. And, like, somebody else has to honk at them. The amount of people that are just on their phones, that are just like on their phones at all. And then I don't know the people that like you see that like have their phone to their ear. So that just means you got to drive 15 miles slower than before. And you get over, you're like, what the fuck are you doing? Because I'm a big like, what the fuck is why are you driving so slow?
I'm gonna crane my neck and stare at you.
Why are you driving so slow? And I bitch about like, I mean, I don't really bitch about it, but like I wake up at 3:30 in the morning and I'm like, that is a sacrifice that I'm happy that I pay to not have to deal with traffic in the morning. Because holy shit, I'm sorry to everybody that has to do that all the time. Like, that's ridiculous. You're like, oh, this is fine. It says it's 20 minutes away. Nope, it's an extra 20 they're going to add just because some idiot cuts you off and you can't do here or whatever. There's a wreck that you see that then causes 10 more minutes of a delay. Just traffic in general and just people being on their phones and shit. Like, that's a very old man one, but that, like, fuck, man. As somebody that doesn't deal with traffic very often, yeah, I got to experience that rage. And then I got to go get my like blood pressure taken, and they're like, oh, it's a little high. I was like, yeah, I sat in traffic. I was just like, go!
Yeah, I bet
It was 5 minutes before I got my blood pressure.
there's like a 90% chance mine is going to be traffic related next week.
Yeah.
There usually is anyway, but I'll also just be commuting farther while I'm house sitting. But yeah, that sucks, buddy. I'm sorry that you have to deal with what everyone else has to deal with all the time.
Yeah, I get it. I feel you. Feel your pain.
I got a couple. One is I just looked to the right and realized I never started my timer that we always start when recording it, just in case we need to mark at what time anything happened to go back and look at it later. I mean, we have 2 other ones going, not so bad, but like
it's good to have as many as you can get.
Just realized I didn't do that. Another one. I have shit 7 times today. I don't know what I ate yesterday.
Okay?
Yeah, nothing I ate was bad. Like, it wasn't like I had pork chops, but it like wasn't undercooked. They were pounded flat, thin ones and all. I think it was just the sauce. Grease the wheels. I don't want to poop anymore, dude. I'm tired of this. I feel like I feel like Rob Lowe from that episode of Parks and Rec when he has the flu and he's just staring in the mirror going, stop pooping. Like, there's nothing bad yet, but I'm really worried on the next one that like I'm just gonna be raw.
Oh yeah.
Like I might have to stop on the way home and get some wipes or something.
Wet wipes.
Just to be safe. So that has sucked. And my main one is I have just fucked myself into a horrible sleep schedule where it started like a couple weekends ago. There was like one night where I was like, I don't have anything to do tomorrow, so I just played video games till like 6 a.m. But then when I do that on the weekend, I tend to sleep until the earliest I'll wake up is like 12:30, but I'll sleep till like 1, 2 o'clock the next day.
Yeah.
So I don't have shit to do and no responsibilities.
That's pretty tight.
But I've been doing it so frequently lately where like last night was the earliest I've fallen asleep in probably 2 weeks. I think it was like 2:30 in the morning. I've been so goddamn tired the last week and a half. It's fucking incredible. Like I went to bed, what was it, Thursday night. Monday night. See, this is what happens. All time is losing. I go to bed. I get home. It's like not even 11. I go straight to fucking bed. Stared at the wall until 3:30 in the morning. Just wasn't even tired at all. Like I was exhausted when I got home because I had multiple days like that and I didn't get enough sleep. Exhausted. Got home. Couldn't sleep. That's the most frustrating thing in the world. Like I would spend like 15 minutes scrolling on my phone, then try and pass out for like an hour and just be like, my eyes are closed. There's no reason for them to be closed. I don't have an ounce of sleepiness in my body.
You should pay somebody to like just come choke you out.
I think, yeah, but if you're paying them after hours and it's like late at night, they're probably going to do sexual stuff to you once you're asleep.
That's
and I don't
true.
want that. It's probably going to be a
Maybe not
dude.
the best idea.
I mean, if Paige Van Zandt wants to come fucking choke me out, go for it.
There's definitely like
That would
female
be sick.
jujitsuists.
But no,
Which is
I
what
think
you call
actually this
them.
makes sense. Maybe I should just stop on the way home and get those wipes because I should just buy some melatonin. Melatonin and ZQuil and just knock
That'll
myself
knock-
into
yeah.
a fucking coma.
You'll be Dunskies then.
So this is a problem that I'm trying to fix, but I don't see an end in sight to it because my circadian rhythm is so fucked up right now.
On reverse, I probably get like 4 hours a night during the week.
Well, see,
It's
that's
like
what
20
it was.
hours a week. I've gotten 30 hours like the last 3 days. It's
See,
great.
that's where all my sleep is going to him.
I feel so like, and when your body gets sleep and you don't normally like I feel like I can see through walls right now.
See, that's what I like. Normally, I'll get 5, 6 on like a work night, whatever. Because once I get home, like I do a lot where I close and then I have to open, and your body needs time to fucking chill out for a little bit after you get home. And so like I would normally get like still 5 to 6 hours, whatever the fuck it was. But I had a run of like 5, 6 days in a row where I was getting like 3.5. And I don't know if you know this, I'm quite large. My body clock needs to reset more than that. This does not run. Well, like the body was running, my brain for the last week has just been, I can't tell you how many times I've said
Cooked.
either to my employees or not my employees, coworkers, whatever, or like to guests, be like, I'm sorry, I'm an idiot right now. My brain just ain't working today. I've told like 9 customers
That
last
mac
week I'm an
just
idiot.
ain't cheesing.
The Mac ain't cheesing. Dude,
Mac's not cheesing.
all week long, I've been a hit short of a single.
Grab this guy a fucking sponge.
So yeah, and also now and starting tomorrow, I'm going to be house sitting for my buddy in Town Ball. So I'll be sleeping in a strange bed. I'm sure that's going to make this a lot easier.
And maybe a haunted house.
It's not haunted.
You need to just convince your friend that his house is haunted. Like, what's this? And then just Photoshop a ghost.
Like every morning I wake up and there's stuff broken around the house. It's like, yeah, dude, because you keep not penning up the fucking boxer and he's an idiot.
Dude, why are these doors opening in the middle of the night?
Maybe actually I'll probably sleep better because I'm going to have 2 dogs to cuddle with.
Just convince him that his house is haunted, though. That'll be a fun week.
Dude, a ghost broke in and pooped in the corner. It was probably one of the dogs. Yeah, the dogs.
Sure, dude. Your dog's gonna do that.
Dude, the ghost upper decked your toilet.
That's disgusting, dude. What kind of fucking ghost you got in this house?
The ghost picked up all the dog turds in the backyard, but left a human turd?
Yeah, it's weird. Weird move. Weird move on that ghost.
I also probably wouldn't touch that grill for a while.
All right, so those are our not cools. If you would like to submit yours for next week, hashtag PTG not cool to @PassGrayPod on X. You can also submit your answers questions if you'd like to be part of the answers segment that we'll wrap up the show with. In the beginning of the show, we did the Precome segment. You can kind of weigh in like that where we get to ask our questions or anything like that. If you got a drunk idea, a high thought, you have you want to power rank stuff, you want us to tell you what number or what color a number is, what something smells like, how to spell something, parenting advice, relationship advice, medical advice, anything like that, you got. No such thing as a stupid question. Hit us up @PassGrayPod on X. Use the hashtag PTG Answers. That's how we find them. That's how we search them first. You can also email them to us, passgraypod@gmail.com. Put answers in the subject. That's how we'll get them. But the best way to reach us is on X @PassGrayPod. Use the hashtag PTG Answers. If you attach that, that's how we search for it. @PassGrayPod, hashtag PTG Answers. This is the Answers segment.
Well, if you just answer the question. Why just answer the question? Be honest. No big deal. Yeah, answer the question.
Don't change the subject, just answer the fucking question.
Any questions?
All right, this question is from Abby Givens, @AbbyGivens17 on X. And Abby says, why can't we 3D print food?
Technically, anything you eat is food.
We should absolutely be able to 3D print food.
I mean, you can 3D print a block and eat it, and technically it's food. It's not going to have any nutritious value.
I think it's just big food companies are trying to like make us not be able to do that. Because like, why can't I just like put a carrot and like use that as like the thing to print? Like use instead of whatever this plastic is, just here's a bunch of sliced up carrot. Fucking make this block out of carrot.
I mean, I'm sure you could do that, but that's not creating more food. Also, I don't want us to like make fake food that they're like, oh no, this is edible, and then we find out 5 years from now, oh no, everyone that ever ate that is going to die of cancer.
We're kind of already doing that.
But like the printed part
Processed
of it,
food is
like tofu. I don't trust it. I'll eat it if it's in some miso soup. Don't get me wrong.
well, yeah, that's the only acceptable time.
But I don't trust it other than that.
We should definitely be able to 3D print food. There should be like I feel like we've got the technology. The big food companies are just trying to make sure like the little guy can't cut out the middleman. Where it's like, oh, but no, what would you be doing to farmers? And it's like, no. I want to be able to 3D print an egg. Why can't I 3D print an egg right now?
Would it count as 3D printing it if you just loaded it with like icing and then it like 3D printed like a house made out of icing.
Yeah, like a
little
gingerbread house?
Yeah. That's what
That would be sick.
An icing house. So then that would be 3D printing food.
We should be able to do that always.
I'm sure we can.
We can, but Big Food is making sure that like it's not. We don't have access to that. That's why 3D printers are so expensive these days.
Also, it's because it's
about
fairly new technology that's can print guns.
Oh, we're gonna lower price eggs. Well, why can't we just 3D print 1 billion eggs? Done. Problem solved. Egg epidemic done.
I mean, ooh, what if you named your chicken printer?
3D print. You'd have to name it 3D printer.
I got the printer working on some eggs back there.
3D
right now.
and printer. Be your 2 chickens.
Robert, remember that for when you have to,
Yeah, when you lose mock draft
because
season.
you ain't gonna grab a cop's gun.
Yeah, you'd never grab a cop's gun. You had the balls. You don't got it in you.
You guys would.
Yes, I already have a plan in place for this. Like I've been working on it since we said it.
Find a friend that's a cop and then
Exactly. His name is Weston. I know a guy who's a cop
Adam.
and has a gun.
I'd ask Adam the cop that listens to the show, like, can I grab your gun?
Fuck, I guess that's also another option.
Can I just grab your gun for a video? real
No,
fast?
but see, if it was Adam the cop,
I'll blur your, blur your
I
face
wouldn't
out, and then we'll beat this
ask.
part out.
I would wait until he was on duty and I would sneak up behind him and do it.
No downside in that.
Chance I get shot? No, I won't get arrested. I know I won't get arrested for that one because he'll be like, dude, that's seriously
God damn it,
uncool.
what are
Don't
you
ever
doing?
fucking do that. But he'd be like, okay, that's a little funny though. But my other friend who's a cop is a canine cop, so I could
He's a
also
dog?
see a dog.
Your friend is a dog?
What if I was like, dude, can you just put the belt on your dog real quick and then I can steal the gun from the dog? Because the dog is also an officer. The dog is a cop, so technically that would work. But yes, I have plans in place already. I would do it.
But to get back to Ashley's question, we should absolutely be able to 3D print food.
We can already.
We can, but the big food companies don't want us to be able to. They're
Fucking
trying to
Monsanto.
They're trying to keep the little man down, and they're trying to keep those egg prices up. That's what I've been saying for years.
We'll say that, like, if it's actually creating food, I think the only food you should be able to 3D print is a hot dog because the nutritional value is already sketchy on that to begin with.
Just instead of threads, you just use like buttholes and lips.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
That's all it is. Ground
Yeah.
up buttholes and lips.
So we can 3D print food, but the government won't let us. To answer your question, Ashley.
Don't trust your
Or
government.
Abby. Excuse me.
Said it for years.
Great question. I got Ashley and Abby confused because Ashley has our next question.
This is a good one.
This is from Ashley Meyer, and Ashley says, "What is the nicest animal besides a dog?" Not cat. Cats are mean.
It's definitely not a cat. Like, don't get me wrong. Some cats are awesome.
Right.
Most of them are bitchy little assholes.
I was then
But
like,
they're still cute. We're not saying they're not cute. They're just bitchy little assholes.
like, what are other house pets that would be cool? Like birds. Birds bite sometimes.
Birds not cool. A bunny would be good.
But they can bite too.
They can, but like it's a bunny. Look at it.
It does not have to be a household pet. It says, what's nicest animal besides a dog? Cows.
Nicest animal?
Cows. Who's ever had like a bad experience with a cow? Like mad cow, not the cow's fault. Not the cow's fault. That's a disease the cow had. It didn't know. But like, when has anybody ever been like, that cow's a fucking asshole?
Sure shit ain't gorillas.
It's not gorillas.
Horses, but they can
They
also
can kick.
be mean, but
They
they're
can kick.
smart. Penguins.
You ever heard of Superman? Christopher Reeve? How'd that horse ride go?
Penguins. You ever see 50 First Dates? Those penguins were super nice.
Penguins are pretty nice. That's another good one. But cows, because like they think if they give us milk, they give us all that milk. It's very kind of them.
Pigs?
Yeah, milk me. Let's do that.
Pigs are actually very nice. They're very smart,
But-
and they're good pets. But
The movie Snatch taught me that they can eat people.
and also they give us bacon. So pigs. I'm sorry, you're nice and you're smart, but you have to die.
Right. So
I need
like,
my
I
bacon.
think that takes away a little bit of it. But like cow, you could also argue that. But I think cows themselves are nice.
I want to say raccoon, just because when people have pet raccoons, they're awesome, but out in the wild, not so nice.
Right. Like there are cool raccoons, but there's bad ones that ruin it for the rest of them.
Technically, bulls are cows.
No.
Yes,
Bulls are bulls.
What they both produce
They're
beef,
bulls,
right?
though. The cows are cows. Bulls.
Are
bulls.
also cows. They are both of the bovine species.
But cows are very nice.
What about dolphin?
They rape people.
Yeah, they do participate in rape.
Or,
Which we're
I don't know
against.
if you can say the full art, but they definitely SA people.
Yeah.
They're humpers.
Problematic.
Then again, dogs are also humpers, and we let them get away with it because they're cute.
But these dogs aren't in the equation here.
And dolphins also fight sharks. So like balance the scale. Dude, dolphins are making a case.
It's like Deshaun Watson's a nice guy, but like he donated a bunch of charity. He also just, had that incident with a bunch of masseuses.
But sloth.
Ferrets.
Slosses are pretty. What was the other ones you had said? You had said something else too earlier that was good.
You said penguin.
Penguin,
good one,
cow, sloth. I think are our front runners right now. I feel like sloths.
I'm trying to think of just like other weird animals that people have as pets.
Sloths' claws seem like they could be a problem. A slow problem,
Yeah, slow problem.
but still, like I don't know. They could kill you in your sleep. Cow, kind.
Orangutans.
No. Monkeys in general.
When have you ever seen
they
an
will turn on
orangutan
you.
attack a person?
They will.
You've heard stories, you've never seen it. Orangutans,
I don't wanna see it.
all they do is hang out with Clint Eastwood, punch bikers, and signal left turns. They're very cute and nice, and they're
So
smart.
was that Dunstan checks in? Was that orangutan?
No, it was Any Which Way But Loose.
Was Dunstan.
Oh, it was the one from Dunstan checks in an orangutan. That's what you're asking?
right.
I believe so, yes. I don't think that one was a chimpanzee.
I don't
Yeah,
think
that
it was a
an
chimpanzee.
orangutan.
I feel like I'm still pretty strong on cow. Sloths' claws concern me. They could be slow killers, but I think penguin. Penguin might be the right answer.
Pandas.
Again, they could kill their bears.
They could. A dog could kill you. Have you ever,
Dogs aren't part
have you ever
of
seen
this.
penguins in a zoo?
They seem just like the friendliest.
They're basically boxers.
but like friendly boxers.
Like, no, not like fighting. I mean, the dog
Yeah, like
boxers.
puppies.
They're morons. They don't understand anything. They just roll down the hill. But I mean, morons in the best cute possible way.
Right, obviously.
I would say koalas also, but the whole chlamydia thing,
Problematic.
that's not their fault. They were
Not
born
that-
with it.
Again, good point.
They were born with it.
I
So,
think-
like, I don't think we can take that away from
So
them.
koala, cow, if you're like mad cow can rule cows out, I think we gotta go penguins.
Penguins.
Like has anybody been like, that penguin's a fucking dick?
Like I saw that video again the other day where all the penguins are walking and one of them slips and falls and they all go,
Yeah, they care. They're nice.
yeah.
And when they see a person, they're like, what are you doing?
They're wearing little
Hey, you.
tuxedos.
You got any fish? Toss me a fish, huh? What's happening?
You want to see me fly down this hill on my belly? Yes, I do, Mr. Penguin. Let's do it.
So penguins.
Penguins.
Penguins is our answer.
And we
All
had
right.
to talk through it, though.
No, that was good. That was good. I think we got to a good spot. Right there.
Love penguins.
Great question, Ashley. I don't believe Ashley's written in before,
Oh, fuck you, Alex McThon. I just read ahead.
but Ashley, keep writing in. Keep writing in.
Thank you, Ashley.
I like
Great
what
one.
I like what you're asking there.
Anything
All right.
requiring me to also think about dogs at the same time? Good question.
Right? Because it was like if you said nice, what's the nicest animal? We were all gonna say dogs.
Fact.
I would have at least. Robert would have been like, not dogs. Anything besides dogs. All right, Alex. Oh, at Alex McThunder1. I hung out with him a little bit this week.
This is my least favorite question of all time. I fucking hate everything. about
AMC'd a
this.
chili cook-off, and Alex O was out there partying. I got one April 26th. I got a crawfish cook-off. If you want to come hang out at Cactus Cove, come hang out with me there. It's gonna be fun. But Alex O, we always ask you to power rank things. Give us things to power rank. We're the best at power ranking things, and you have to give us 5 similarly related things. Stop banging on that.
Sorry. Didn't even realize I
Stop
was doing
banging
it.
on that.
I don't have headphones on.
He doesn't have headphones. He can't hear that. Power rank these country artists. This is Alex O at Alex McThunder1 on X, and he says power rank these country artists. He gives us Morgan Wallen, Lil Nas X, Shabuzi, Post Malone, and Florida Georgia Line. I'll go first. I think I'm pretty well versed. You guys know me. I'm the country guy on this show. Everybody knows that. I would go 5. I'm gonna go Morgan Wallen. Because like Morgan Wallen throws chairs, that's more of like a rocker kind of thing.
He's also a racist.
And racism. I'm against racism, but like rockers throw chairs. That's not really a country guy kind of thing. So I go Morgan Wallen 5. Post Malone, more of a rapper. Also sings like Nirvana songs. So more of a rocker and a rapper. I go Post Malone 4. Now when you get into like real country musicians, one of the first bands I think of is Florida Georgia Line. Those guys, they put out the hits. They get it. Baby, you song make me want to roll my window down and cruise. That is country music right there. That's just, there's no denying it. It's like
I'm just going to start banging my microphone against the wall for the next 4.5 minutes.
Garth Brooks and Dunn and like Florida Georgia Line. Those are like some of the goats of country right there. But now when we get into the real goats of country, Shaboozey, sitting at a bar getting tipsy, like that is country music right there. It was playing at the CMTs, rocked it. But like Shaboozey can fly right now because of the one that walked first. So Shaboozey could fly, and that's Lil Nas X. Old Town Road really revolutionized country. He had Billy Ray Cyrus in there, even more revolutionized the sound of country. So you go Lil Nas X, Shaboozey, Florida Georgia Line, Post Malone, and Morgan Wallen. Robert, what'd you have? You're the second biggest country guy on this show.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go number 5, Morgan Wallen. All the other things he said, he deserves number 5.
Racism, mostly.
Yeah.
We don't put you at the top with your racism.
Number 4, I'm going Florida Georgia Line, followed by Post Malone.
Oh.
I'm going Shaboozey number 2 because if there's anything I know about country music is I love alcohol. And Shaboozey, hello.
Duh.
And I'm with you. Lil Nas X, like pioneer in the country music space.
You can't have the conversation about like country music without Lil Nas X. Like, you could throw out your Dolly Partons, all right, and your Ray Wiley Hubbards, and your Jim Jeffersons. What I just made up right there. But you can't have a conversation about country music without being like Lil Nas X, Old Town Road. Like that is the number one.
Time.
Yeah, the GOAT
Classic.
country song of all time. So I liked your rankings. I think you just had Post Malone, Florida Georgia Line was switched at 3-4.
Yeah.
Great rankings.
Yeah.
Pat, what about you? You're not a big country guy, but I wouldn't expect you to know all of these guys. But were you familiar with all these artists?
I stopped listening 3.5 minutes ago, and I've been scrolling on my phone.
Okay.
I will do this the way it should be correct. Number 1 is Post Malone. Dude could actually make some good country music if he wants to. He's got a great taste in country music artists
Kind of a rapper.
for the most part. He's friends with Tyler Childers and all them. Number 2.
It's Childress.
Number 2, we will go Lil Nas X because his song talked about a fucking horse. And that qualifies as fucking country music now. So we're going to go ahead and give him number 2.
He also had Wrangler on his booty, cowboy hat from Gucci. Can't tell him nothing.
Then it's a tie for 6th between the other 3.
Nope. You have to go 3, 4, 5.
All right, 3. I'll go fucking Shaboozey. Fuck it.
Okay.
I don't know.
Hitting that bar, getting tipsy.
I don't know. He talked about drinking. That makes it a country song, right?
Yep.
It's
Yep, it
cultural
does.
appropriation of the Irish, but that's okay.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's my culture. I don't want
My
to.
culture too, but I'm Irish. I'm Irish. Very Irish.
4. We'll go Florida Georgia Line. I hope they both die.
Whoa.
And 5, Morgan
put that
Wallen. It's an unfair world where Randy Travis has a stroke and loses his ability to sing for years.
Randall
And Morgan
Travis.
Wallen is allowed to just spew hatred and just basically shit. And that's not even talking about all the times that he's used racist terms on it. I'm just talking about his general music is horrible. And I hate everything about him. And I wish all of the bad things in the world towards him and Florida Georgia Line. But that is my list.
I mean, you're obviously like the least educated in the genre, so like we wouldn't have expected him to have the better rankings, Robert. But I think for how little you know about the music, that was okay.
Yeah, not bad.
That was okay.
I feel myself in a less good mood than before we started doing this question.
Well, I mean, you're not a country guy, so we're the 2 country heads on this show. So you're out of your wheelhouse. Your wheelhouse. Go listen to some Jim Jefferson.
Now, if I were to
On your way home, you'll love it.
if I were to just flip open the knife that's on this
That's
Litherman
gonna
right
get
now,
us demonetized.
That's what
That's
I was
gonna
going
get
to
us
ask.
demonetized.
I'm just asking
Don't
questions.
put that away.
I'm just asking.
You holding
questions.
that might get us blur that. Make the
It's a tool. It's got
Just make it
scissors
blur
and a
it, but
screwdriver.
yeah, all it takes is one. No, don't
It's pliers, dude.
blur that out though.
I'm gonna pinch your nipple. I'm gonna hold these every
that'll get
episode
us
from now on.
demonetized. Now, like we're trying to make money, and now we're not gonna be able to make
How
money.
would pinching your nipple get us
It
demonetized?
could be kinky.
Your
It
nose.
could be sexualized.
I'm gonna
It could
grab
look
your nose like a
sexualized.
bull ring.
People get off on that. It will put us to the next category. Don't do that. We're a country music podcast, and everybody knows that. Great question, Alex. So that was a fantastic power rankings, and you know what? I mean, 2 of the 3 of us are big country music heads. So I'm glad that you got us to get to, Robert and I don't get to talk country music very often. I always am texting Robert about country. You hear the new Jeff Jefferson album, and Robert's like, I fucking loved it. It was a doozy. We're talking about Billy Ray Cyrus all the time.
Mute my mic, you asshole.
We're talking about you're burping and making all the noise, and the mic stop doing that.
Oh, I didn't even realize I was doing that.
Talking about Tennessee Oklahoma line, which is the spinoff of Florida Georgia line. Not now.
Oh wow, yeah. Just let's have our
Not
fucking
now.
watches going
Dearborn,
off.
Missouri. But yeah, great questions and great power rankings, Alex.
Alex, I hope you stub your toe 3 times this week.
I hope you don't. So cancel his out. Burn. All right. Next up is Josh Treecaudle at Joshua Tree 713, and he says, "How many times is umpteenth?" Because you always hear for the umpteenth time. What is the number on that? It's a very much it seems like an infinity number,
But it can't be because it says teen.
Because it has teen.
It has to be one of those teen numbers.
But also, it has to be, to me, umpteen is more than a teen, but more than 100 too, because then you for the.
I think this is probably in the 100
X100.
teens.
So I said it's a number somewhere between 1,001 and 1 million.
Oh no, I was thinking it was between 113 and 119.
Because then you'd be the 200th time for the 313th time.
Oh, you would have said that, not umpteenth.
Right, but umpteenth would be you would get 1,000th time, and then it would be in between 1,000th time and millionth time.
I'm gonna say,
umpteenth. And it's I'm not gonna tell you how many for the 9,479th time.
Actually, I changed my mind. I think it's just a teenth. It is just a teenth. It is not 110th or whatever. I think it's just one of the 13 through 19. It's got to be one of those.
I was thinking 19.
Here's what I'm thinking.
Thinking 19.
Because it's ump, how many strikes does an umpire give you?
Ooh.
3. It's 13. 13 is umpteen.
13 is the
It's just
umpteenth
another
time.
name for Baker's dozen.
Oh,
It's just wherever you are colloquially.
I like that.
Yeah.
It's an umpire's dozen.
That is what it stands for. It's an umpire's dozen.
Umpire's dozen is a good
They
one.
give you a 13.
You think they're gonna start calling it for the absteenth time? Because ABS, the challenge system. Instead of
Ooh, absteenth time.
the
No, I think they'll probably stay with umpteenth.
Let's start working on that, though. We're trying to come up with some new words we're going to say in 2025. Let's go absteenth time.
I've already seen 2 reviews that made me laugh so hard. One of them, it was the final strike of the game. Guy turns around and appeals it. Bam, umpire was wrong. They go ahead, throws a pitch in the exact same spot. Umpire calls it in. He goes, "Fuck you, umpire wrong."
And you get another one every time you're right,
If
right?
you get it right, yeah. So the umpire just keeps being a dick. An umpire can't get mad at you for showing him up and call another bad one because then you can just challenge it.
Yeah.
But that one made me laugh. And then there was another one.
But it's also ballsy to go back to back because then if you're wrong, then you just burned it.
Yeah.
Even if you want. I do like that rule a lot. And then I think an umpire should get suspended if there's X amount of time. If for the absteenth time that you get ABS, then they should be all right, you're out. However long you would have an ejection, it's one game or whatever. Sorry, dude, you're out for the Sunday game.
I hope somebody makes a show out of challenging it one time. An umpire makes a bad call and they turn around and go and slowly pat their head exaggeratedly to mock the umpire, but then the umpire can't throw them out because he's just challenging a call. And you can't throw me out for challenging your call. I'm allowed to do it.
Just look at they're gonna find very menacing ways to do the.
That's what there is going to be one
tap.
player though that turns around and stares at the umpire and does it, and the umpire is going to throw him out. It's going to be no, dude, no, you were trying to show me up. We'll review it, and then somebody else can take your at bat. But you're showing me up. Umpires are the most fucking feeble bitches out there.
But in soccer, they always have the I think it's if you get 6 yellow cards, it's a 1-game suspension. And I always feel there's so many times where it's that was a stupid yellow card or a red card that got rescinded, and they look at it and on Monday or Tuesday, and hey, we're gonna rescind that yellow card. Looking at it, it was not a yellow card. It's cool. That should go to the referee. So when he has 6 fuck up cards that get rescinded, that's a 1-match suspension for that guy. If it goes towards the players, you should have some sort of I get that you're making a bunch of calls, but you are also paid to do those things. You're also paid to do that job. I'm not saying you dock them $1 billion or anything like that, but like suspend them so they can be like, haha,
It's a
you
pip.
suck.
You're just putting them on a pip.
And then we put like they should have a running tally of who has had the most overturned calls, and I hope that somebody is doing that actively.
So umpteenth means 13.
Umpteenth is 13. It's an umpire's dozen.
An umpire's dozen.
Umpire's dozen.
I love that.
Great question, Josh Tree. I was way off on that. And you know what? I'm man enough to admit it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm man enough to admit it. Let's wrap it up with one last question. This is from Daniel B., who I think is new to the pod. And this one is a good one. He says, would people eat mermaids if they were real?
Without a doubt, some people would.
Yeah, they would.
We would not.
Yeah.
It would be one of those things where like
I'd feel weird about it.
cannibalism does exist in this
Yeah,
world.
there
it's
are
like-
people that eat people.
There-
It's like
yeah,
half
so like,
cannibalism.
but like would the basic population? No. I mean,
But
if they were real and we knew about them, they would actually probably also be a part of the United Nations. They would have like a fish tank that they were in the room.
Yeah, they would hang out with like the weird sea witches, and then they'd get
Yeah.
like they'd do spells where they could walk on land, but they lost their voice. Like we've
But
seen that
100% there
documentary.
would be like some fucking African warlord who was like, "Bring me the tail, we'll grind it. It gives me great strength."
But you know, like,
Which I don't know why that African warlord was vaguely Russian.
is
but-
it does seem inhumane, but like I feel like mermaid fishing would be a very profitable business.
the
for a lot of
Japanese would
people.
100% do it.
Like just fucking rounding up mermaids,
be
not
like-
to like kill or anything, but like people like going like sword fishing. Like you're like, I want to get me a marlin. Like okay, let's go do this, and then like you could just toss it back. But like
Army
it kinda
Hammer would be trying to eat them.
like it's got a human brain.
yeah.
Like that's how you really got to outsmart a fish. Like, we can outsmart fish pretty easy by just being like, "Here's a fucking hook, loser. Get that." And they're like, "I'm a fish. I don't know any better." But like a mermaid, to get a mermaid with a hook, like that's crazy.
The super rich in like Hollywood and DC, they would probably like that'd be one of their like rich people bad things that they hide. It's like the super wealthy, like, well, you want to know what it tastes like, and like they serve mermaid at their parties.
What would
but
you
it's
use?
illegal.
What would you use as bait for a mermaid? A prince,
A thingamabob.
a dingle hopper.
Yeah. You just throw fucking forks and
Just a
shit. They're
fork.
stupid.
They like the shiny forks. They're like, "Ooh, I can comb my hair
We're
with
like,
this."
haha,
And they're like,
got you,
"Ha-ha."
you little 13-year-old
Gotcha.
fucking mermaid.
Oh, you get the 18 or older. It's like deer.
Oh, I thought we were just doing Little Mermaid though. She's like 13 in that movie.
Well, yeah, you'd have to toss her back. She's catch and release. Catch and release.
How do you tell a mermaid's age?
You ask them. They're mermaids.
Fair enough.
Talk.
Fair enough. That's smart. Yeah.
They probably have to have mermaid ID, I would imagine. Oh, fuck. We got the king. It's Triton.
Oh, I left it at my other flipper.
Because, like, that would also be sick. Because, like, you get Triton, he's got the trident, and he can fucking try and stab you back.
Well, also, if you captured they probably have an army, so they would probably be attacking your boat.
That'd be wild, dude.
We would definitely go to war.
I mean, that,
Mermaids
like,
are real.
I'm not a big fishing show guy, but if there was, like, mermaid fishing, I'm, again, not saying it's, like, there'd be all, like, PETA would be all over it, how inhumane it is. I would watch the show. I'm not saying I would participate, but I would watch the show. It's like, oh, shit, they can throw stuff at you? That's wild. Like, that's really, like, the element of fishing that, like, the fish are missing out on. Like, they can't fight you back. I mean, sharks kind of can, but, like, not a lot of other fish. Swordfish sort of can.
Swordfish,
But again, like you're off land. You can't really do anything at that point.
pufferfish fight
You're
back
on
when
there.
you try and eat them, and then they poison you to death.
That's true. Eels can electrocute you.
Mm-hmm. It's an eel though. It's not a fish.
That is fish category. You can go eel
It's a fish
fishing.
snake.
Eel fish, right?
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Point withdrawn.
Mermaid
Nice
fishing
point.
though would be a wild sport to watch. It'd be a fucked up sport, but it'd be a wild sport. But yes,
It's like every time you catch them, they just like grab the line and snap it. Like what the fuck? I've got fucking
That'd be
hands,
really
dude.
funny.
They just got like a sharp knife.
This is easy, dude.
It's a
This is
sharp
easy.
rock, and they're just like, stop poking me.
Yeah, you'd have to net them. But again, that's inhumane. You gotta. That's not really game like. That's the
They, like,
respect.
catch one through the nipple. You're like, I didn't mean to give you a piercing there.
Ooh. Yeah, you get it like you hook.
I'll
them, like, all
release you,
through, like,
but you're
their
gonna have
cheek.
to pay me $23 for the piercing.
You just stitch them up.
I don't know how I came up with piercings costing $23, but
Seems right
yeah,
in this economy.
why not?
At the sea,
I honestly, I have no idea if that's way low or way high.
on the open sea, I would imagine that piercings or whatever you tell them.
I mean, international waters, you can create your own price.
There's no prices there.
But yeah, some people would eat
People would definitely eat mermaids if they were real. There's absolutely people.
And even people that don't would want, you'd be like,
Oh.
I want to know what it's like.
You know what we would have a problem with? You know how like shark fin soup's a huge problem where they like people would take the sharks, they wouldn't even like kill the whole shark.
They
They would
cut
just
off
chop the fin, and it's like that shark's gonna die now. You'd cut him in half, and you're like, I only want the fish half. So it'd be like mermaid fin soup.
See, I think
It would be fucking fucked up shit. Dude.
I think the midsection would be the prize that everyone wants because everyone would want to know what the meat tastes like when it goes from human meat to fish meat. Like, what does that middle section taste like?
Oh yeah, from like belly
It's-
button down.
It's like a fusion of beef and seafood.
which
sea beef.
Yeah, sea beef, surf and turf.
So, like, probably tastes pretty fucking wild.
Probably does taste wild, but fucked up to eat. But like, I also could see just a bunch of just chopped in half mermaids being a huge problem in certain parts of the oceans, being like, this is fucked up, dude.
Probably like, if Philippines still hasn't outlawed it. If you go to the Philippines, you can
You
try
can do
mermaid
you can do
meat.
anything over there. Thailand probably would never outlaw it. They seem like they have no rules in that place.
Thailand would have to be the one that like they do it just so anytime anyone's like, I'm going to Thailand, they're like, there's only 2 reasons you're going, and they're both super fucked up.
And then like the Japanese just have like zero fishing laws.
Yeah, they would just be fishing for them.
From everything I've learned, there's no fishing laws.
They would
in
pull up a
Japan.
net with a whale, a dolphin, and a mermaid and be like, fucking jackpot.
Probably like a 10-year-old child, and just like, I don't know how I got that. Like, what the fuck? You guys can't do that. A woolly mammoth.
The only thing you can't kill is cats because they're all Hello Kitty fans.
Well, they use those as bait. That's how they go shark fishing.
That would be so fucked up. What are you
My
fishing
dad-
with? Dead cats.
My dad they used to go fishing when he was like right out of college. He was like, there would be some people that they would go to like the Humane Society and they get little kittens and like they'd put them out on like 2x4s. That's how they'd fucking shark fish. And he was like, it was fucking horrendous to see them go like taking cats. Like my dad didn't do it, but he's like, you'd see people being like, get the fuck out of it. Like stay away from those fuckers.
I don't think that was a thing. I think your dad knew some serial killers.
He didn't fuck with them because you don't fuck with people that do shit like that. So
I mean, we learned from the documentary, you don't fuck with cats.
you don't fuck with cats. I don't like cats, but I don't fuck with cats.
Yeah, I'm not trying to kill them.
Yeah, same. I just don't want to own
Especially
them.
not trying to feed them to sharks.
Yeah.
Fucking psychopaths.
But again, if you watched Pineapple Express, what was James Franco's shirt? It's a cat on a board with a shark about to eat it.
I don't think I ever noticed that.
Yeah, go look it up.
No.
I mean, like, go look up Pineapple Express James Franco shirt.
No.
I remember seeing it for the first time, and my friend, Godfather of Past the Gravy, Curtis Chafin, was like, his shirt is a cat getting eaten by a shark. And I was like, what? And I was, oh, it is.
The fact that shirt exists makes me think that this is actually like a well-known thing that people used to do, and I don't like that I learned that today.
Cat, shark,
Shirt?
fishing. I'm Googling it. It's got to be a thing.
This is
a
dark.
Super dark way to end it.
I hope it just brings a link to that shirt, and that's all there is. Like, that'll make me feel better, but I don't want to be killing the kitties. Anything in your preliminary research?
No, I'm not seeing anything.
Okay,
right now.
good. So
It's
then that
definitely-
was-
okay.
Maybe it was an urban legend, and your dad's a fucking liar. How about that?
Oh, he could have been telling a tall tale.
But hey, Mark, fucking clean it up, dude.
To
Out here. Or that could have just been something. Hold on. How old were
using
you?
cats to catch sharks is like if you say using cats too, that's the first thing that pops up.
Hmm.
Fishermen using live cats and dogs as bait is in 2005, and it's not a commonly done thing, is what it looks like. But people,
I fucking hope
but
it's
like
not
fucked
common.
up people do it.
Yeah.
All right.
Especially using dogs now.
Yeah, that's fucked
I'm
up.
about to go to war.
Real fucked up. And like dogs are like cats like will probably stay on their dogs would be like, I'm gonna jump, which is just
Yeah.
scarier. But yeah, that was a dark way to end the podcast. Do not shark fish with cats or dogs, okay? And don't fish for mermaids.
Sounds like a bad redneck saying.
Let's
We
don't
can
eat
add to the
mermaids.
list now. You're shark fishing without a cat.
You are fucking you're a catless shark fisherman right there, buddy. What? This means you're too good for your britches.
Google it. You'll get depressed.
You get it. All right. Let's wrap it up. I'm at Alex J. Middleton, Pat's at Not Pat Dan. Robert is at Robert Barbosa 03. We are at Pass Grade Podcast on all socials. Please share us with a friend. Give us a 5-star review on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, or wherever else you listen to podcasts. If you're watching us on YouTube, listen to us wherever you get your podcast. Hit play on the audio version. If you're listening to us, hit play on the podcast version on YouTube or just youtube.com/@PassGrade Podcast, or just search Pass Grade Podcast on YouTube. Have a great rest of your week. No, we were going to do Random Celebrity Generator. We did remember that last week. I was surprised with us doing that. I am going to go, it's already showing us, it's just got Jeff Bridges, Neil Frazier, Jake Gyllenhaal, James Mason, Lou Gehrig, Bobby Hull, Jim Courier, Ed Harris. I'm going to go Mark Teixeira.
Post Malone.
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland, Post Malone, Mark Teixeira. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Ted Williams, Michael Phelps, Ivan Lindy, Sigourney Weaver, Leo Messi, Drew Barrymore, Boris Becker, Buster Keaton. One more.
Why not?
Donna Reed, Mary Pickford, Venus Williams, Margaret Osborne DuPont, Roger Federer, Creedence Clearwater Revival, Neil Young, and Mila Kunis. All right, no one got it.
Damn.
All right, have a great rest of your week. We love you guys. Share us with a friend. Until we talk to you next time, pass the gravy. Yeah, bitches.
Gravy, gang, gang, gang. Baby, pop the top and let it spread. As we're listening to Pass the Gravy. We're going fishing for your bitch today. We're drunk in Houston, baby. And